Get it done.
Do you remember how the year started? And we talked so much about how much, Edmond Stillwater.
Yeah.
And nothing else going on in 6A. We'll talk about everybody else. And now 6A is turning into the fun one.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, they are. I thought it was going to be it was down to 2 teams, and Stillwater qualified the least amount out of the 4 big boys, or 5 big boys, I think.
least amount, but the same amount of champions as Edmond.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But that's where those kids that where they'll get kids in those other schools get kids in the consolations, and I mean that'll be the. So I don't know.
yeah, I mean that's it.
Unless Stillwater comes out and just gets fall,
I mean,
which is possible.
they've done crazier things.
Yeah. 6A is going to be fun though.
I mean, I feel like it's still wide open. I think there's four. There's 4 teams.
I wouldn't try to pick this is a person that's going to take it in.
Well, and what's going to be crazy there is there's wrestlers on the top 6 teams.
Mm-hmm.
They're all going to be competitive. So as they come into the semis, they're all going to be beating each other. And there's going to be this, like a lot of these 50-50 matches, if you will, where kids are, I always say, like, you don't have to be better to win. You just got to be good enough. Yeah. Well, them semis are going to be loaded with kids from the top 4 or 5 teams that are all good enough to win in those matches. So if the wrong team wins, right team wins, whatever you want to say, it could throw it could throw the team race completely.
Well, and remember, Bixby's going to have the 2 brothers that weren't there at dual state.
Score more points.
To score more points.
Are you loud in your ear, or is it just mine?
I'm fine. Mine's fine.
I'm gonna turn my volume down. I see that little box in there.
Nope.
No, it doesn't have that much.
I guess. No, I turned my volume up last week, and it's.
Well, it depends on which one you picked up.
Which one are you?
The one on the far.
You're red?
Yep, on the far left. All right, check a little bit more. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Much better.
I'm basically a production professional now.
I mean,
I
clearly.
essentially just set everything up right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
that smile from Chris was priceless.
What? Chris knows my limited abilities. I'd say Tanya knows most of them, and Chris is a close second.
Chris knows the rest.
Evidently, my bride was watching last Wednesday's show, and I said, I think I'm done doing state championship football games. I walk in the door, and she goes, why do you get on there and say some of this crap? You know damn good well you're going to do state championship football games. Oh, honey, it's for the show.
Yeah. Like you said, she knows you well.
This 4A could be kind of even interesting a little bit.
Chris, are you
think?
Or not Chris, but does he know how we're going to do our picks?
Nope.
I mean,
Just going to on the fly it?
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
Ooh, look at Cash.
Hello and welcome inside the high school huddle. It is state championship week here in the state of Oklahoma, along with the 3-time All-American Shawn Silvis, Phil Nichols, the voice of state wrestling, and Clay Drake. I'm Chris Evans. Hope you're having a great Monday.
Wait a second. Did you say Phil Nichols? Because you made it sound like I was the voice of state championship wrestling. We all know that's Cap.
I had a dramatic pause in the middle to determine
it.
However you wanted to determine.
Well, I'm going to go
Left
ahead
it
and
open for interpretation.
Well, my interpretation is I carry Clay's bags. I told Chris this. Sorry, Chris, to
No, you're good,
hijack,
you're good.
but I told Chris this. We were talking off the air. We came up, Clay, and I'm going to embarrass Clay. I walked in, I said, how freaking good is Clay Drake at PA? And he goes, yeah, he's pro. And I said, yeah. And I said, I hope Clay didn't think I'm lazy, but when it comes time to give out awards, I'm like, the kids and parents deserve to have Clay say this because
you can just hold the paper for him.
Because he's so good.
Clay couldn't trust him to do it the right way, so Clay held his own paper.
I'm just telling you right now.
It sounds like we're at the NFR.
You and I have been friends for 20 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know the story. Clay was working in another school district and came to Guthrie and met with me, over 20 years ago, or close to it.
But it's close.
Close to it.
Long enough.
And what district were you at then?
Geary.
About a program we had with veterans. And that's the first, he wasn't even here, didn't live here. And now he's my neighbor, and we're great friends, and our families love each other. And I get to shake my fist at his son that doesn't know how to slow down when he drives. He's done much better this last week. But,
I can see Phil being the neighborhood police. So you're the reason why the Drakes moved to Guthrie.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I took from all that.
Yeah, that's what I took from it.
But now, I mean, seriously, I know you're a very humble man. The best in the business at PA is Clay Drake. I'm just telling you right now, when he reads before the championship matches and you read about the flag and man, dude, I get choked up every time I hear him do that. It's incredible.
I was on
best in the business.
I was on the broadcast, and you take it off and listen
Yeah.
to whatever, kind of for that
So
whole deal.
good.
And I looked over at one of the guys that was helping, and I said, "It sounds like we're at the National Final Rodeo."
It's so good.
Like, it's so good. Like it's just like this isn't like this is just little Oklahoma wrestling, but it just sounds like it's something way better.
How many rodeos did you do
Some
last
breaking
year?
news, he does do rodeos.
How many
I know.
rodeos did you do last year?
See, rodeos, we had about 35, but performances, we had probably about 70 on that part.
And
so.
you said national finals, they could do a lot worse than Clay Drake.
Well, I'm going to
probably
throw
have.
kudos to Wes because kind of before that started, they said, hey, Wes, I want to try something. Okay,
That
go
was
for it.
beautiful.
And after he's like, we're going to keep
stick
that.
with
You
that.
darn
Yeah,
right.
stick with that.
It's incredible. Incredible. But anyway, I wanted to say that about my good friend
thank you.
Clay.
Thank
He's
you.
and not because he's my buddy, but legitimately, it's hard to do PA with Clay because you're like, well, everybody's in the stands now going, got to listen to this idiot. Where's Clay?
Yeah, they paid to hear the real guy.
Yeah, right.
Paid good money.
You do well. my
I'm
friend.
JV junior high.
Well, it was a great dual state a couple weeks ago. We talked about it last week, but this past week we had our regionals, so we'll be able to dive into that. Obviously, you got the state championship starting Thursday. Remember, Thursday this year, boys and girls on Thursday. And here in a little bit, we're going to be talking to one of those girls' coaches, Emma Johnson of Oologah, will be joining us, and she is from Kansas. So Clay and I will take a break from that
Quality
segment.
woman.
native from
Quality
up north.
woman.
I'm from
You're from Kansas too. You know what?
No, well, Chris, Chris is going to produce.
Kansas?
We've had this talk.
I haven't heard this
Clay,
yet.
I've had head injuries.
I mean, Dexter.
Again, that's right. I'm sorry.
hey.
Clay.
Hold on, what did he say?
He's from Kansas, from Dexter,
Dexter.
Kansas.
From Dexter,
Yeah.
where the candy factory is.
Lord.
I grew up hunting down there.
Here we go.
Exactly.
We're going to talk later.
Okay.
Where's this young lady from?
She is from, let me look at my notes, Lawrence, Kansas.
That's sad.
You know what I say about Lawrence, Kansas?
Uh,
Home of the Kansas Jayhawks. You didn't know when they pay the toll to go to a basketball game, so you didn't know you had to pay to get into heaven, did you?
what do you say about Lawrence when it's off the air, or is it Topeka?
Oh, Topeka. You want to go to Topeka, you get killed in Topeka.
Yeah.
It's a little rougher. It's a little rougher
Violent
there.
City.
Drive right on through.
If you're in law enforcement, though, you can make good living.
Well, you're busy.
A lot of overtime.
A lot of overtime.
So we'll be talking with Emma Johnson, who has a pretty storied Kansas career.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a fantastic conversation.
We
with
need
her.
to find out if love brought her to Oklahoma,
like everyone else.
like it did everyone else we've talked to. Kind of a flip. Normally the guys are chasing the girls to Oklahoma, but maybe she was.
Well, I bet this guy was chasing her, too. Out of fear.
Yeah, he was doing it.
I'll go wherever you want me to go, baby.
He's a pretty big old boy.
Oh, never mind.
Before we get started with all that, we want to say a big thank you to our friends
Yes.
over at
Yeah.
Fort Gibson. Give us some our latest swag here. We got to meet up with Coach Tommy Johnson a couple of weeks ago.
Great guy.
And appreciate the swag. Not only the shirts there, but got these cool.
What'd we get? I didn't see those.
you didn't
We got some I think coasters.
Posters.
Really cool.
Yeah. So,
And then also some really cool stickers.
yeah. So
I'm
we
gonna
got
put one of these in the
the
office.
Yeah, they're really cool.
yeah.
Paul and the wrestling deal. So
Well, and I want to say, I know you guys talked
yeah.
about it, but boy, they drew a tough draw last week, or at Dual State, and Coach knew it. He talked to us about it. He was concerned about that draw. He said, "Man, I don't know how the heck they're a 6 seed or whatever it was."
And
but
we didn't really listen to him.
I thought it was Coach talk.
I know.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Coach obviously knew what he was talking about. But good dude, great guy. I talked to him throughout the day, and really, really a big fan of Coach.
Absolutely.
Good guy.
I mean, I don't. We haven't had a coach on here that wasn't awesome.
No, they're
it's
all
been such a
quality.
fun year.
Yeah,
really
quality.
has. So we'll dive into with Emma Johnson here in our
No
next
pressure,
segment.
Coach Johnson.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no pressure there. So.
I'm excited. She's been a great ambassador for girls wrestling.
it's big
We met
time.
her at the Holly Howard tournament in Guthrie. It's kind of a preseason tournament. It's all girl tournament, and I mean she rolls in there with she must have had 30 or 40 girls, and just my wife was real impressed with her. She was just lining all them girls out. She did a great job coaching. visited with her a
CEO's
little
impressed.
bit.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. So
Yep.
no, this is going to be a fun interview. We're going to get to see the other side of it a little bit. It'll be fun.
Good.
Oops. Want to say hello to our good friend Jared Williams.
There he is.
Watching us tonight. Good time to remind everybody who's watching, please bring in your questions, your comments, your upsets of the week, anything you want to talk about. We will throw it on the screen, and I'm glad to talk with you.
Yeah, let us know those matches. We weren't able to go to all the regionals. We have it's a lot to sift through. You're talking 4 classes and all the matchups and stuff like that. There were some outcomes that were a little bit, I wouldn't say concerning, but like surprising, but probably big upsets in individual matches that brought that up.
I didn't see Blackwell getting past a lot of those guys. You're right, Shawn. The upsets.
Coach Con, they snuck in there.
Yeah.
They snuck in.
I mean, 12 out of 14 qualifying. I mean, I'm going to hold that down this season.
I'll tell you this. I don't know where those 2 boys are moving to that didn't qualify. I don't know where they're going. No. Listen, that's a tough deal. You when you're with that. Is that you, Shawn?
It's Coach Johnson.
She can do what she wants.
Sorry.
But
my first time. It's my first time.
It's tough being in an elite program because both those kids are good wrestlers.
Yeah. You're not on that roster if you're not a stud.
Right. It's just tough, and when you get to regionals, every weight class is a little different.
They only take 4.
It's hard though. I feel hopefully those kids will grow from that experience, and I don't know if they're underclassmen. If they are, find their way into the state tournament next year. But that'd be tough. That'd be tough.
Well, I'm going to come back, looking at here on the deal. So in that heavyweight class, Salina has the 1, Marlowe has a 2.
Yeah.
Those guys aren't there's nothing to scoff at. Those guys will bring it. So
no.
Well, one thing too, though, if you are one of them kids, especially on one of these powerhouse teams that's going to go in state, you don't qualify. I can promise you I could guess what their summer's going to look like.
Oh yeah.
When they got that close and didn't get to, it's always sometimes some of the best motivation for these younger kids is not getting to go early. You don't make it your freshman year. You got close your sophomore year. By your junior year, you're so hungry. That's all you can think about. And it brings the most out of them. And if they're in a good program around the right people, I mean, now not only do they have they've had what they needed all the time. They just didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah.
When a coach sees a kid walk in March to the wrestling room, that's when this kid's going somewhere.
He'll be all right.
When he doesn't come back till October. Yeah. But when he shows back up in March, you're like, all right, that did something to him. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're going to have a great week. We'll talk with Coach Johnson in a second, but the girls is going to be fun to watch as well with their 2 classes. That starts on Thursday with them, 168 matches, I think.
There are some – we're gonna get to watch some 4-timers, but Coach Johnson's got one of them that's there.
She's got a couple really good athletes.
Going for 4 times?
Yeah.
On the mat. Yeah. So before we this might be our only last chance to get this in here real quick because we got to take a break here. But Oklahoma State Cowboys get past Iowa.
Get past.
And well, it's been a little while, right?
Well,
7 years.
Yeah,
Something
but
like that?
7 years.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I read.
I guess it was the
something
way
close to
they
that.
did it. 32-11. I mean, just dominated.
7 matches.
That place was rocking, and Jax comes out all the suspense. Is he going to redshirt? Well, come on. He didn't come there mid-year to redshirt.
Yeah, and who'd have thought he could wrestle?
Yeah, I mean,
it looked like he'd never done it
Yeah.
before.
I mean, I'm very proud of him overcoming all those physical limitations that he has. But I mean, this is a kid that it's not all about Jax. I mean, there's a lot of great wrestlers. They've got 4 or 5 kids that have a legitimate chance at winning a national title at the tournament. But Jax is he's special, Shawn. He's a special talent.
Another thing, last time OSU, we were on the show talking about how OSU does it right. Their duels are awesome. Well, that attendance record was sold out before.
Insane.
I mean, weeks ago
On ESPN.
Yeah, on ESPN.
Insane.
You talk about doing it right. I would be curious to know if there is another program in the country that can put on that type of show. Penn State's huge, Iowa's huge.
Penn State,
but that type of environment. I mean, I have a lot of wrestling people that are on my news feeds and stuff on Facebook and on Twitter and stuff. Everyone was there. Everyone was there taking pictures, video. It was like the place to be on Sunday. It was amazing.
I think one thing I've watched some of the just catching matches on Flow and stuff of Penn State at home duels. Mm-hmm. And what makes it different is Oklahoma State, you feel like you're on the map.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, and they really go above and beyond in promotion.
Yeah, the stands don't go away.
Right. Penn State, you're like away from it. Now, it's packed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's packed, but it just feels different because Oklahoma State, you literally feel like you're on the map.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great environment.
I mean, and then you're in Gallagher Ivan, the rowdiest arena in the nation. I mean, and kudos. I mean, that's why I love to see is they brought the rowdy back.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
It's not like it's just this year. I mean, it's
there's
it's
such an excitement around Oklahoma
State. It's just
State
that
right
energy.
now.
It's so cool to. I mean, that was my deal. We were driving back. We were up in Kansas this weekend, driving back, and people talking about the long lines just to get in the door. You were there a couple hours ahead of time because
so awesome.
And that's cool to me to see that back in there.
That's what our sport needs.
Yes,
I mean we need that. We need that everywhere we can get it. I mean it
is so good for the sport.
Well, then David Taylor, Coach Taylor after Jack. I love the kind of relationship he appears. I don't obviously not inside the room, but that he appears to have with every one of his kids. I mean, he's a guy that, man, I tell you, I mean, somebody asked me today, so would he leave to go to Penn State? And I just kind of went, I don't think so because he's building his thing here. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you, and Kale's got a lot of years left at Penn State, but I think Taylor's the kind of guy that wants to beat Kale. He wants to take over that moment.
Yeah.
He's a competitor. He wants to
create his own foundation.
Right. He wants to create his own thing, and he's got such a great staff. And if there's any doubt the kids have bought in Stillwater, get over it. There should be no doubt. I mean, it's for real.
And one of the youngest teams out there as well.
Yeah.
So Rowdy on the wrestling side, still working on the basketball side of things. So bring the Rowdy back there. So all right, we're going to take our opening timeout. Can't wait to get to our guest here tonight, to Emma Johnson of Ulaga, be able to break down her program and the transition of girls wrestling, as well as her Kansas connection as well with these three guys. So, all right, coming up
so disparagingly
after this time. Oh, well, it's coming. All the Kansas love is coming. So I'm going to exit stage left.
What? Mom, wake up. What happened?
It's this window estimate. You can't afford this.
I thought you already called Red River windows.
I know. Red River does have the best looking, most energy efficient windows.
Mom, what are we waiting for? Let's call Red River.
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town. As Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie, Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Welcome back inside the high school huddle. It is Monday of the week of the state tournament, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as we get the crown some some state champions, maybe some 4-timers. And so congratulations to all those who have qualified for the state tournament. A lot of you expected to be there. There are some surprises as well, which makes the sport that much special for those first-time athletes.
Yeah, wrestling is the highs are so high and the lows are so low.
Brutal.
It's you always see these. One of the good things about wrestling is typically if you do get a loss, you get right back on the mat next week, and just takes one win to get over it. But this time of year, you may have to chew on it the rest of the year, and that makes the lows travel a little further.
I think it's the most cruel sport ever created.
And the most rewarding.
And the most rewarding, but I'm telling you.
Comes at a cost.
We've talked about this. You go down there and you got to wrestle somebody basically in your underwear in front of everybody you know and possibly get your butt kicked. It's a humbling experience.
So sign right up.
Sign right up.
Johnny, I see your comment. We're going to come to that here in a little bit, so stay with us here. Also, we'll talk with Jared here as well. So, first off, a reminder: the High School Huddle. It can be found on our YouTube page, High School Huddle. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also TikTok. Phil loves the TikTok, so be sure to follow us there at the High School Huddle. We certainly appreciate that. Bring in our guest tonight here on the High School Huddle. It is the head coach of the Oologah Lady Mustangs and Coach Emma Johnson. So glad to have you here on the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So
you can leave, Chris.
Okay, you're from Kansas. These three guys are from Kansas. I'll talk to you in about 5 minutes. Have fun.
Welcome, sister.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome, sister.
Thank you.
Lawrence, Kansas girl, huh?
Yeah, we settled there probably my 6th grade year.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Now, originally born in Kansas, or did you move to Kansas?
No, it was a long road to get there.
Okay.
No, I was born in Virginia, raised several years in Florida. We ended up in Colorado for a time, and then eventually my parents were like, you know what, we just need to move back where family is. So we moved back to Kansas at that point.
See, just tell everybody you got there as quick as you could.
Hang on, though. We need to settle something real quick.
Okay.
Is it rock chalk or is it emaw?
Oh, I see.
Oh, what do you?
I got to know.
I didn't attend either, but I cut a lot of weight running through the KU campus. So
It's rock chalk.
I mean, I know you're there, but I know
had two
some Lawrence
siblings
people
go
that, they go to the purple side, so I'm just checking.
That's
You're
right.
starting
I
out
got
trying to
some
get her in
cousins
trouble
that did
right out of the
that,
gate.
and, we still pray for them. It's okay.
I mean, look at the blue
That's
shirt.
true. I should
That says it all.
That's Oologah Blue, I think. So,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Or OCU. Or
or OCU, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the other burning question that we have a lot here on the huddle is we've had coaches who have come to Oklahoma because of love. So did wrestling bring you to Oklahoma, or did love bring you to Oklahoma?
Wrestling brought me to Oklahoma. My senior year, I did not plan on wrestling in college after that. And I got a call from Archie Randall about spring break, and then wound up on the OCU campus on their inaugural team, and met my future husband there. We got married after my sophomore year. So.
Well, so technically,
Love kept you here.
love kept you in Oklahoma.
He kept me here.
Okay. We'll take that.
We're still undefeated with love.
Yes. It's always love.
Love wins. Love wins.
I was not planning on staying. I had enough clothes packed for like 2 weeks, and then I was going to be gone as fast as possible. I did not want to be in Oklahoma, and here we are, all these years later.
Well, when Archie calls, it's hard to say no, right?
He's really convincing.
No, I told my dad, I said, I'll give it a semester.
Yeah.
And that was in 2000.
Yeah.
And I'm still here.
Now you're an Okie.
Yeah.
For 26 years.
Well,
Very similar.
you have a very storied career in Kansas, but our guest.
I'm not the winningest wrestler to do it. I can tell you that.
So my question is, Coach, is are you still the winningest female? Of course, yours is a little bit different because you had to go against the guys, and so it's a little bit different now. But when you left there, you were the winningest female wrestler there, correct?
I couldn't even tell you. There were so few of us.
That's
I
another
think
similarity between her and Shawn. They don't like talking about themselves.
it's hard because I wrestled mostly boys. I mean, every now and then you get a one-off match, and I'm pretty sure I broke certification having to wrestle some of those girls, but there was just so few. I mean, I think maybe 50 in the whole state, and for us to happen to be at the same weight and happen to be at the same tournament. I mean, I pretty much just wrestled boys. most of the time. And that was, I mean, I didn't know any different. Like that
Yeah.
was
79
all it was.
wins over boys.
Oh, she broke a lot of boys'
You did your
hearts.
homework, didn't you?
You broke a lot of boys' hearts, Coach.
Well, Coach, we always talk about, guys having to wrestle girls, and we saw that Dual State. The girl from Salina was really good.
Tough.
So Macy is actually a girl that I used to wrestle with when she started Kids Club. She's an Oologah girl, and then moved to Salina. So I wasn't quite back into teaching, was still just having my kids and everything. And I would come in a few times and work with her. And then once she was on our team up until her sophomore year, I want to say.
She's tough.
So she is dominant. Do not let her get legs in on you. Like,
Oh, yeah, no, we saw it.
we worked that a lot.
We saw it. Yeah. Yeah, there's no backup in her, no doubt.
Yeah, but
No,
we
definitely
always,
not.
We always hear about the boys having to wrestle the females. What about the other side? How was it for you or for females going up against boys? How's that, especially now as we see more females come on the scene, and we're starting to kind of get away from that a little bit?
I didn't know any different coming up. Obviously, like my dad kind of sat me down at the beginning. My family, there's no one else that really wrestled in it. I was the first one. Actually, I made a bet with my cousin that if he joined the team, I would join the team. We're the most unathletic kids you've ever met. And here we are.
Which one made it further?
He decided after the first season that he's done.
She won't say it.
He excelled in bowling. He was
Okay.
fantastic on our high school
Right.
bowling
Well,
team.
good. That's great.
So,
Better on
Chris,
the body that way.
you excelled in
I
bowling.
love that for him.
I was up there.
I do.
Chris was a great bowler.
Well, it's a high school sport. You can compete in that too.
College sport
Sorry.
too.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
But no, I didn't know any different, like wrestling the boys at first, because that's all we had. But my dad kind of sat me down and was like, listen, if you get above 119 pounds, you're going to have to hit some boys that have already hit puberty. And that's going to be really impressive if you got to win there. So the goal was always to stay as light as possible. And then also just kind of like figuring out strength dynamics there. Like, I can't go upper body against another guy. I lifted year round. We had a really great lifting coach in our high school. But if I was going to be any sort of competitive, I had to throw legs in because I knew that I could meet them lower body strength.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I did. I feel like if I was successful, it was because I could, ride boots. So
What was it like the inaugural team at OCU?
it ended up really great. But you have to be really honest that most of us were recruited having been the only girl on our team or just one of a handful. And so everyone kind of comes in with a chip on their shoulder, like, they've had the hardest road there and something to prove. And, we didn't kill each other those first 2 weeks, but it felt like we were going to. And once we kind of figured out what we were supposed to be doing there, they became some of the best friends I had, just very tight knit. How do you not? You go in and you pretty much just like beat the crap out of each other every day. And if you let that linger outside the room, it's not going to go well. But it was a really cool experience, especially with college wrestling. At the time, there were only, I want to say 6 universities at the time. So our nationals included Canada. So, you guys are probably very aware that women's wrestling in college is all freestyle. So that was how we got a lot of our matches is coach would take us out to the Olympic Training Center and we would wrestle whoever flew in there, or we would go up to Marquette, Michigan to the Olympic Education Center and we would wrestle those girls. We were always competing to try to get on international teams. The one international team I did qualify for, I had to bow out because that was the week of my wedding. And so I stepped back on that one.
Love wins again.
Love
wins
time.
again.
Yeah.
There it is. We found
I
it.
wasn't too thrilled on that one, but it's okay. I think I made the right choice on that.
Yeah, I
so.
think you did all right.
Mhm.
So
But,
you talked.
it was very neat to watch the growth. Just
Yeah.
by the time we finished, I think we were already up to a dozen teams. So just the growth in those few years was tremendous.
Yeah.
So did you play other sports before wrestling? I know you made a bet with your cousin, but were you an athlete already? Like what talked you into going into
At that point, no. I mean, I dabbled in a lot of things up to that point, but it is middle school. Like nobody knows what they're doing in middle school. But actually on paper, I was a much better swimmer than I was a wrestler. I had a lot of shoulder issues. Shoulder injuries. Oh my goodness. Through wrestling, girls have really loose ligaments. And so I felt like someone was always ripping my arm off and beating me with it. And my doctor was basically like, if you want to get to the point where when you're older, you can pick up your own children, you have to figure out something to rehab with and build those muscles. So I did competitive swim in high school. And that was great. I think that was one of like the only all girls teams I had been on. And it's just a bunch of goofballs and it was fantastic. So qualified for state a few times with that.
That's awesome.
When did coaching start coming to the surface for you?
I kind of just like stumbled into that. Once I was done having my kids, I came back to teaching. And it was kind of a God thing. I had a student in my class. I teach junior English, and her schedule got messed up. She ended up taking Comp 1 and 2 her junior year, which meant her senior year, she had to go back and take junior English. And so she ended up in my class, and she was a wrestler on the Oolaga team. And she kind of invited me, hey, we've got a foreign exchange student that's here as well, and it'd be really cool if you came in. So a couple days a week, I'd go in and help out. And then I want to say the 2003, 2004 school year, our school really took a gamble and decided, hey, let's split the program. Let's do 2 separate teams.
Wow.
And see how this plays out. And I couldn't say no at that point. Like,
Wait a second.
I've been going in with the girls.
Sorry, Coach. I got a question.
Okay.
And I'm going to break the golden rule. When did you? Okay, wait a second. She looks entirely too young. How long have you been coaching?
I mean, as a head coach, just like 3 years, but I mean, I took a good 9 years off to raise my kids, and I graduated in 2007 from high school. Does that help?
Yeah, that helps.
I'll be 37.
just a few years older?
Okay.
You're just a few years older, Phil.
She looks like, thank you, Shawn. You look like a baby. You don't look like you're in your 30s. So
you can't see all the grays.
So it's always been Oolaga, right? How'd you land in Oolaga?
Oolaga is actually my husband's hometown.
Okay.
Love.
So
love.
This was always his goal to get back here after high school, or after college. He graduated like a semester before I did. So he took a job at Blackwell. I finished up student teaching. We decided we'd got to move close to family. And so we moved back here, taught at Claremore for a couple years, and then he was fantastic in that he stepped back from teaching and coaching because he coached. He was the head coach of the Claremore junior high team for a couple years, but he stepped back to welding so I could stay home with our kids. And so we both came back to Oolaga to teach 2001, I believe it was.
So is he a wrestler as well, or is he a different sport? Okay.
No, he was, he played football in high school, but he was recruited to OCU in 2006. I don't even know. I want to say he was supposed to be 197. They told him to go to heavyweight. Coach tried to suck him down to 184. Yeah. I mean, he looked like Skeletor when I met him at one point because he was 6'2", and he had been told that he was supposed to bump up to heavyweight, and then somebody quit, and they were like, hey, actually, could you make 184?
Yeah, sounds about right.
So that was, college wrestling. So he's a 2-time All-American heavyweight. He did finally get up there and not be sucked down all the time for OCU. And oh gosh, this is terrible. I want to say he was runner-up at state. I gotta think about that a little bit. It's been a while. Yeah. But this was always his goal to get back to Oolaga, and I am so grateful because he's actually my assistant coach.
That was my next question.
That's cool.
I don't know how people coach with someone that's not their spouse, because if I want to game plan stuff at 5 a.m. over coffee, like
you know a guy,
it's not going to say no.
Better not.
That's right.
Yeah.
79 wins right here.
Yeah. So what is that dynamic? Like I was gonna ask, mom's got kids, plus she's, running the wrestling program and husband and how that works. But I mean, it's a family deal, obviously. Is that a good dynamic? You guys
It's
butt heads
fantastic.
or, yeah.
Like I know I can't like ride this gravy train forever, but he's fantastic. None of my kids wrestle, so that I think that's the hardest part is that they actually all swim, and that's also a winter sport. So when we're going, all different directions for wrestling, they're going all different directions for other things, jazz band and swim and everything else. And so I think that's the hardest thing is just juggling all that. But in terms of he and I being on the same page and understanding, okay, this athlete, and he's one of my best recruiters for my junior high girls because everybody loves Mr. Johnson's science class. Yeah. And he's just such a positive guy. So it's been fantastic.
So he's at the junior high and you're at the high school then?
Yes. So he actually started at the elementary. He was a 4th grade teacher for a while. But in order to continue coaching, he was having to sell his plan period. And it makes for a really chaotic time. So he was able to get a position up at the middle school teaching 7th grade science. And it's been wonderful. I mean, he's very good at that. He's a major golden retriever. Like I've never seen him have a bad day. And it's great. Like all the dad jokes are perfect at that age. It's where he's meant to be.
Wow.
So you have, when you guys came to the Guthrie tournament, some of the teams brought 4 or 5 girls and some brought, 10 girls. And then just a line of young ladies just rolls in, and then you popped in behind and signed in. And obviously you guys are recruiting well, but talk about that program. You started it and it's flourishing. What is the secret sauce, or what is it you guys are doing in Oologah to get this kind of attendance? Because Oologah is not a 6A school, but yet you got 6A numbers for a girls program.
Well, thank you. We started small. My first year, I want to say we had somewhere between 8 and 10 on our high school roster and about 6 at the junior high level. Splitting practices is huge. The girls, they are so much more willing to try new things and put themselves out there. I mean, wrestling is, unless they have grown up in a wrestling family, which a lot of ours don't, that is the most bizarre set of movements and things you could ask them to do, like to have to touch another sweaty person. And they're definitely not going to want to do that in front of a bunch of boys.
Right.
And so splitting the program, it was a little bittersweet at first. We did not actually have a facility, so we unrolled our mats twice a day at the lower elementary gym. But I mean, since then we started with just over 20 girls on our junior high roster this year and just over 20 girls on our high school roster this year. So
awesome.
It's been fantastic. But honestly, if you find a good group of girls, they will recruit for you. Like you don't have to do anything.
So that's so your husband's recruiting down at the junior high, you're recruiting at the high school, your girls are all recruiting, and then pretty soon you got this little family of minion wrestlers that just keep coming in. What is does the junior high and the high school practice together? Then all the girls are together at one time, or do you have different times for those practices?
I wish we could, but we have first hour athletic for junior high athletics. And so they'll practice, they start before school and then we go through first hour and then they'll go on for the rest of their school day. And then high school starts last hour of the day and they continue after school. And we'll usually have some junior high girls that come in after school and stay for the last part of practice. But I mean, I would love that opportunity to have them together, but I also know that's also a weird dynamic having, 13, 14-year-olds in the same room as 18-year-olds. And,
right.
But my high school girls do phenomenal with our little girls. They want to teach, like they want to empower these girls and it's fantastic. So we have quite a few, actually a lot of my state qualifiers, they actually volunteer with local clubs, Nowata, Tulsa, our Dark Cloud Club in Oologah, and they love help the littles, as they call them. I want to go help the littles. And they just want to like pour all this information into them. And it's fantastic. It is quite a family atmosphere.
And Oologah has done a good job of this, but the transition from, adding the girls state tournament and regionals now with all the teams, talk about that transition, but it's also kind of I imagine a different transition for you as well as you're trying to find teams to go a full roster. Obviously, I think you probably fill out a full roster, but also trying to find teams to go full roster, which there's some out there, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Talk about how you schedule that as well.
My first show.
Well, as far as scheduling duels, I mean, we had teams that were willing to work with us when we had a limited roster, and so we kind of just pay that forward. I mean, there have been duels we've had, and between forfeits, there's maybe 6 matches. But I think we all understand that at the beginning of this girls wrestling phase, like as everything is picking up, it's going to be like that. And I actually don't have a full roster. I mean, we have 20 girls, but in terms of weight classes, I'm still void at I believe 3. I've got depth at several different weights. Yeah. I mean, you want heavyweights? I got heavyweights for days. Okay. And they're good. They are like fantastic. For mine, it's random weight class is 105, 120. Those are the random ones we can't fill. But we have some really great teams around here. And honestly, like the coaching connections that we've made over the last couple of years have been fantastic. I mean, Catoosa doesn't have a full team, but we go and practice with them over breaks. Owasso in the same way, they have done group practices over Christmas breaks and Thanksgiving breaks. And so you make a lot of connections that way. And honestly, the teams that are going to have a full lineup are going to be 6A. And as many girls as we have, we're not quite there yet. We tried it out at the dual state that Coach Winters put on this year. And I'm really glad we went, but I know that, I mean, that was one of the few tournaments, like we got to leave early. I mean, it felt kind of weird leaving in the middle of the day. Yeah. I mean, every other individual tournament we go to, we're shutting it down because we got a heavyweight in the finals, but yeah. That's okay.
What was your thought on that? The dual state tournament they ran this year, would you call it a success as far as were there enough teams to make that a tournament? We've been talking about, the idea of having a girls dual state, and obviously the numbers aren't quite there yet. And they're kind of, we're always asking Wes, like, are we 2 years out, 5 years out? And he says, well, the numbers will tell. But the idea of the girls state this year was awesome. But what was your take on it? Are we there yet? We still got some more years to build?
Well, I think this was a hard year to judge it by because it was scheduled for that massive snowstorm that we got. And then that's right. In order to reschedule it, it ended up in the first week of February. And a lot of teams by then are saying it's not worth the risk this close to regionals. And so it was a limited roster. But I mean, I think if you were to have it on the days it was supposed to be, there were going to be a lot of teams there. Obviously more heavy on the 6A side of it. So I think when we do start this, it will probably have to be an all classification dual state. And that's where we start. But I think it's something to push for. I mean, Zach Hale kind of put out those numbers earlier last week. We started with, I think for the regional numbers, 347 in 2022. And we were at 898 in 26. So just in 5 years, we've got 158% increase. I mean, if that was an investment, you'd be stupid not to invest in it. Honestly. That's right. Yeah. And those numbers I feel like are even deceptive because like mine, I don't have a full roster, but I do have far more girls than what we brought to regionals. I mean, I wrestled 10 and we have 20. And so I think we're a lot closer than people are willing to admit. I think a lot of the girls coaches, we're there. We know we're fighting for it and we will continue to fight for it as long as it takes.
Well, one thing I've noticed with the girls coaches is, the boys coaches, and I'll just say it, the boys coaches they're cliquey, there's friend groups, and then they're competitive and they are against each other and they don't care if that school burns down.
Typical dudes.
Yeah. But on the girls side, what I see is like unity. I know when you guys are competing, you want to win, but I feel like every one of the coaches wants to see girls wrestling grow and succeed. And yeah, they're competitive when they're wrestling, but you guys are always working together, friendly, trying to help each other. You're talking about making contacts and stuff. Is that the culture now, or am I missing that? But it seems like you guys are way more together than you are button heads.
I would have to agree with that. I mean, I think we all realize that we're at the start of something huge. Yeah. And the only way that we're going to make strides towards having the same things that the boys are having is by banding together. And wrestling is such a social sport. I mean, these girls are hanging out at tournaments for, 12 or 14 hours, depending on how unorganized the tournament is. And they're making friends. And it's hard to not talk to people at that point. And I think we all recognize how empowering this is for all the athletes, male and female. And so why wouldn't you want to grow that?
I think to kind of piggyback on that, I think one thing I've always respected here in the last 4, 5, 6 years, like a lot of people, I've fallen in love with girls softball, following OU and all the success they've had. And I never really paid attention to this before, but what I love about women athletes is they're competitive as all get out, minus all the stupid testosterone. They're not, they don't feel like it's life and death. I mean, they want to win. They're very competitive, but there's perspective, it seems like to me.
Imagine that.
Unlike if I look back at my own very unsuccessful athletic career, there was not a lot of perspective. I wanted to beat everybody. I didn't care who it was. I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't want to look at you. Very stupid. But I think women have a much healthier approach to competition, just personally.
In some ways. I think the big difference I'm seeing between boys and girls, because I've helped out with like boys club teams as well, is that you can show a move once or twice and the boys will go and drill it, and they'll probably drill it wrong at least the first like dozen times until they kind of figure out what position they need to be in, and then they'll get it. The girls want to see it from 10 different angles. They want you to watch them as they do it the first time and make sure they get it perfect. They don't want to drill it wrong at any point. Yep. And so they listen really well because of that. But it's also like you have to be ready, I feel like, as a girls wrestling coach. Like they're going to seem needier at first, but it's because they're coming from a place where they want to make sure that they're getting this correct. Especially if there's someone that has not like roughhouse before, done sports like that, contact sports. And some of these motions are unnatural at first. I tell them like, guys, it's going to feel awkward until you do it at least 1,000 times. But you're going to have to stay on them and make sure that they're in the right position. And they will turn into the most loyal, best athletes you've ever had. But they're not going to just go and figure it out themselves, which I feel like a lot of boys are able to do.
Visiting with Oologah head wrestling girls coach Emma Johnson here on the High School Huddle. You were talking about your heavyweight room. You got a pretty good one in Abigail Lacey, who doesn't know what defeat tastes like this year. So I guess that's a good start to begin with your roster.
Oh yeah, let's start at the very top there. So Abigail she's fantastic. She's so quirky. And we've got a couple other heavyweights in the room and just other upper weights too, that push her and she pushes back. And she's got such a unique story because she's coming back from her second shoulder surgery, same shoulder. She tore her labrum. And so she came back last year. We actually ended up going to a Perry tournament just so she could get a weigh-in time for certification, because that's how late in the season she got released. And ended up winning state. She goes on, wrestles freestyle in the spring, some Greco, did phenomenal at some duels. And they tell her before Fargo, because she'd been having shoulder issues, she'd gone back in for another MRI and she'd torn it again. Wow. So she went she went up to Fargo and competed in All-American with really only one functioning shoulder. Wow. And then came back and had surgery immediately after that. So we were about 1 month ahead on the rehab schedule with that. So she's only been back since December, but she's wonderful. And she works with our junior high girls quite a bit with Dark Cloud, our wrestling club in town. And so when she was not able to compete, we would bring her to all of the junior high tournaments and say, okay, you're one of the coaches today. And they love that. Those girls just ate that up. Oh, can we have Coach Abby at the mat? I want Coach Abby on my match. And she's very sweet and understanding. And the mama bear comes out a little bit in her when they're in positions they shouldn't be in, but that's okay. But she's been dominant this year. The flexibility out of that girl. I don't know if you've watched any of her freestyle at all, but she hits a suplex with just the most beautiful back arch. Like, I don't know how many heavyweights that can hit like a perfect toe extension on that back arch and just like nail them.
She points her toes when she throws. It's
gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Okay. Like she's phenomenal. And then from there, if we just kind of want to work our way down the the weight classes.
Absolutely.
We've got Jaylee Sanders at
real
170.
real quick before we go on, Abigail Lacey, how many state titles has she won?
Oh gosh. Well, for high school, she was just a little baby freshman
sophomore.
last year, so that was her first one.
Okay,
She's a
okay.
sophomore this year, but she's won I don't know how many kids club titles and all these. I kind of lost count. I think she's probably lost count too. I mean, she's so dominant. She was one of our best football players on the middle school football team. I know the coaches were sad when she decided like at the high school that wasn't for her, but I think that really helped just with her body awareness and just her balance and her ability to push those girls around the mat. It's fantastic.
Wow.
Awesome. You go ahead and finish. Go with your roster, coach.
Oh yeah. So we have Jaylee Sanders at 170. This will be her third time to qualify for state. She's been at 170 the whole time. She's a light 170. I would say that she and my 155 actually come in walking about the same weight most days. But she just loves that weight class. And she's scary to wrestle. I will be very honest. Like I don't like wrestling her at practice anymore because I just know I'm going to get choked out. But she is another one of those that came out of the woodwork. We weren't expecting her. We actually kind of stole her from basketball. She was in basketball off season her freshman year. And
that's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
We're like, she's lifting quite a bit. And we kind of invited her into the room and she never left. It was great. And she brought along, she's got a little sister who's a lighter weight. And so that was kind of a great little package there, but she's dominant, very strong. I'm excited to see how she does this year at state. She finished second last year. And that one, honestly, I know everybody feels like they make excuses for their kids, but I think a lot of that was just nerves. I don't know who was paying attention at that point in the tournament, but there was a match, the weight class before, and we all got to start at the same weight class, that I swear used every second of blood time and injury time possible. So she's just pacing the mat back and forth. We're trying to call her over to the corner, crack jokes, like get her just like calm down a little bit. But I think her adrenaline was so high, like she was spent when she like within 20 seconds of getting on the mat because she'd just been so amped up. And I hate that for her, but that's also life, and we've got to learn to work through that. So I'm hoping she has another chance this year because she's just come so far in such a short amount of time. From there, we've got Piper Morton at 155. She is committed at Carl Albert right now to wrestle there in college. This will also be her third time at the state tournament. She's placed third the last 2 years, so she is so hungry for that state title this year.
Chomping at the bit.
Yes. She's been cross-training with Gerald Harris has their club in
cool.
Tulsa, Hurricane. And so she goes there after our practices and just gets in extra work. And she's in a really great place right now. Like I'm very excited to see how this goes for her.
And she's a regional champion too.
She's on the right track.
Is. She's done great. She has done great. So our big thing is we don't see a lot of West Side teams. I mean, we came to Guthrie at the beginning of the season, but being so close over to the Arkansas border, basically, like we're pretty close to the east side of Oklahoma, and so we don't get out west. So seeing some of those girls, we've just got to study film and figure out where to go from there. But she's got a real level head on her right now, and I'm really excited for her. So from there, we've got Gentry Birch. You mentioned enjoying girls softball. She is one of the top catchers in the state. She's a force to be reckoned with. And she's one, I don't know if it's softball or if it's just the fact that she's got a bunch of little sisters that wrestle. And so there's always pummeling going on in the house. But I've seen her take some hits and she just gets up and keeps going. So
I married a softball
fantastic.
player that could have been a wrestler.
Yeah, you did.
It's part of it.
People already always ask me, well, Shawn, man, I'm telling you, I said, Shawn's not the toughest one in that family.
But she's at 145. In place last year, got fourth as a freshman. And so we're just real excited to see where she goes. She's got a lot of time, but a lot of drive too. So I'm really excited for her on this one. She's got some of the best scrambles I've seen. I don't know if you figure this out yet, but girls wrestling has not quite caught up when it comes to being on bottom for wrestling. And so I think in the coming years, we're going to get there, but that's just for some reason, one of the deficits when we switched from co-ed to separate divisions. And Gentry's one of my few, like, I trust her. If she wants to take bottom, I trust her. She will get out. So I'm really proud of her and just the work ethic she's got there. And then we have Zane. Zane is like my little bonus wrestler this year. She wrestled for me as an 8th grader. And then her freshman year, she was like, you know what? I'm going to try swim. And I said, if that makes you happy, go for it. Like, we'll just see how this shakes out. And she swam for the school, did some club wrestling on the side though. She really missed it and came back this year. And so she has been working her tail off. 130 is a crazy stacked bracket. I mean, that was one of the biggest brackets at our regional. And she's got some real big names in there, but to come in and, place 5th there. I'm just excited to see where she goes with this. She's very involved at our school. She's an FFA officer. I feel like always going and doing something. So this is one more thing on her resume that I think is just very impressive about this young lady.
Awesome. Well, you got an exciting time. I know you were in Perry for regionals and now headed to state. So will you, travel Thursday to the OG&E Coliseum?
Yes. Yeah. We were actually in Inola for regionals.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's okay.
Sorry.
I mean, no, that I got to shout out Chris Powell and Montana Carson. They throw a great tournament. Fantastic. And no, we will travel Thursday. We've got one in the wrestlings and then get to it on Friday. Go from there.
So Thursday night, hotels, is that as a coach?
Yes.
Listen, we were all 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 at some point. I remember school trips.
Yes.
They weren't as many back then.
We were boys though.
Yeah.
Girls got to be better, right?
I had a sister. I would challenge that. But is that a concern? I mean, as far as keeping them focused for Friday, it sounds like you have a very disciplined group of girls coming to state, but do you think about that? What kind of preparation do you make for that? Because it is out of their routine.
I mean, anytime that you have to stay in hotels, I feel like you're always going to be a little bit more tired. Nobody sleeps well in someone else's bed. But as far as like this group of girls, I'm not worried about them. We have our 5 qualifiers. We've got Madison McElhaney is coming as a warm-up partner for one, and we've got 2 managers that are just phenomenal. And they all kind of realize what the goal is here. So just go in, get the work done, and I'm not worried about them. I think the biggest thing is that they all want a packing list. They all want to know, okay, how many outfits do you think I need, Coach? That was several of them today. Can you put it on the whiteboard, Coach? Can you write down like how many outfits are we going to need for this trip? I think that's their biggest thing.
As compared to boys, when I'd leave to go somewhere, my mom would say, "Are you packed?" And I said, "Well,
What'd you pack me?"
I got some. I don't know. Did you put any clothes together for me, Mom? What did we do? I got my shoes. I got a coat. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, Coach will have my singlet. What else do I need? It's too funny.
Well, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, Coach, best of luck at the state championships. It's always a fun time. Brand new facility. Get to see that for the first time as well. So I apologize. You were, and I know anytime I can mention Perry, it's a win for me. They are regional champions over there.
Perry. I really like that town. Their coach is doing fantastic.
Don't encourage him, Coach. He's got a little bit of a man crush with the Perry Maroons. He doesn't realize it's Blackwell Maroons time right now. I mean, he's living in the past. He's living in the past, Coach.
Coach, Perry did win our regional.
Yeah.
So they're doing something right there.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Coach, you're doing something right at Mustang as well. Best of luck this week.
Oologah.
What did I say?
Mustang. Are you all right?
Well, they're the Mustangs.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. Very
Mustangs,
good.
yeah. Oologah Mustangs.
She didn't balk, and we're all like,
we didn't know that. We jumped all over it.
Yeah.
Good job, Coach.
Yeah. Thank you. Doing a great job with the Mustangs program, Coach, over in Oologah. But we wish you safe travels and best of luck this week in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Look forward to seeing this weekend, Coach.
Oh, we got to ask. You got to ask your.
We got our questions.
Well, I got 45 other questions. Do I have to wait till I see her at state to ask the other one?
Well, no, you get to ask your one question. I get to ask mine.
Okay. No, this will be a good one. Because it does pertain, the girls might be different, but I always ask the coaches if you could change one thing about Is that your question?
No, go ahead, Shawn.
No. I'm going to ask you this. What's the best thing about wrestling?
Ooh. I mean, this is going to sound terrible, but that moment when you can feel your opponent break, and they just like giving up hope.
If you know, you know.
Oh, it's fantastic. I don't get to experience that anymore.
You ran
but when
legs,
I see
and so
that,
you understand that.
Oh my gosh.
If
Yeah.
you know, you know.
Another way of saying that is when you take somebody's soul.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
When the tears start to fall.
That's right.
When you know that they no longer are trying to
That's
win.
right. They just want
They're
off
just
it.
surviving.
Looking for a back door. How do I get out of here? I don't like this anymore. This is not fun. I just want
That's
this to be
probably the
over.
most empowering thing
Yeah,
you can feel.
it's-
I mean, I
yeah.
feel like every girl needs to feel that at
It
least
is.
once in her life, just to know what she's
Every
capable
guy
of.
does too. There's a lot of guys that go around thinking they're
That's
tough, and
true.
then once they break, they realize that they can be broke. It's great. It's a good. Yeah. Sorry.
It's a very humbling
Good answer.
experience.
Great answer.
Well, thank you.
Chris, you all right?
No, I was to make sure. Is that yeah? Coach, I will ask one question here that I asked. Is there any rule that you would change, add, or delete from wrestling?
I would love to see freestyle at the high school level for girls. I know that's a huge change. That's more than one thing. The state of New York is actually doing that right now, and I would love to see just kind of like their feedback on that. But if girls are wrestling freestyle in college, it's so much more exciting. I would much rather see throws out there. Like, no offense to like men's college wrestling, but I don't want to watch two guys ride each other. Like, I want to see some throws.
I got Shawn. I got him. Go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
one of
Shawn.
my
I got
questions
you.
was
No.
one of my questions was going to be. I wrote down freestyle in here because for me it's weird. Like, I am not a freestyle fan. I'm a folk style for life guy, but I do know there's some diehard freestyle. But what I don't like about girls wrestling is that they wrestle freestyle in college, but they don't in high school. And you have all these new girls learning the sport of wrestling, and they get 4 years of experience, and then they got to start over in freestyle. It doesn't make any sense to me. So to me, it's like either make folk style wrestling in college or make freestyle wrestling in high school. But the fact that it's different makes no sense to me at all.
I would agree. I mean, freestyle in college makes sense just because there weren't enough competitions when college wrestling started for women. And so you have to go where you're going to get competitions. But I would agree. I mean, but it's not completely starting over. I mean, all of your takedowns are still the same, basically. You just get to lock hands and throw people.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I asked the hard-hitting question of the group.
Okay.
So I apologize up front. What's your favorite ice cream?
Ooh. Probably
So
mint chocolate
hard.
chip.
Chocolate chip?
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate. Mint.
Oh, I like
Mint
that.
chocolate chip.
That's very good.
Man, that's
Yeah.
Oh, Chris
No,
is
but-
out on mint. Yeah.
No, but she's the first mint chocolate chip of the year.
Yeah.
It's refreshing. I mean, it makes you feel like you're not really like indulging too much because it's minty.
And it's kind of festive around the holidays.
So you can have it more, and
guess.
it's not a bad thing because it's the holidays. You
That's
can
right.
splurge.
That's right.
Definitely had chocolate chip there. You lost me at the mint. We were real close,
Can't win
real
them all.
close. You can't win them all, absolutely. Well, hopefully you win them all this week in Oklahoma City, Coach. Thank you so much for joining us, and looking forward to watching Oologah Mustang Wrestling.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Coach.
you, Coach. Coach Emma Johnson of the Oologah Mustangs join us here on the High School Huddle.
Still undefeated. Every coach we've had on has been amazing. But what an incredible attitude she has.
Yeah.
And a family affair.
Yeah.
I got to say this. Her husband's a stud. I don't know him,
Yeah.
but what a stud. I mean, just, it's hard to what's the right way I'm trying to say this, but I love the fact that he's comfortable in his role as her assistant.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
love that. I mean, that says a lot about him as a man. So I'm impressed with that. I can't wait to meet them this weekend.
Well, and just the fact that they get to be together to
Yeah.
coach,
Big time.
a husband and wife duo on the same page, that when, sometimes when a coach is up early or up late, stressing about something, it's hard to explain that to somebody who's not in the middle of it with them, who's maybe holding down the fort doing other things,
Right.
but they're both on the same page. They're stressing about the same things. They're going through it together. It makes for a dynamic duo for sure.
And then he's a two-time All-American in college himself. That's quite a wrestling. I don't know how none of their kids wanted to wrestle. I don't understand that, but no, that's
It's one thing to have big shoes to fill, but they got 4 pairs of shoes to
Yeah,
fill.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, we'll just
impressive.
swim.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
All right, with that, we're going to take our next break here on the High School Huddle. When we come back, a little bit of a not a shocker or upset in 6A, but definitely something crazy there. Marlowe gets a little bit of revenge, and the Maroons prove they're, again, ahead of the game.
Blackwell?
All this on the High School Huddle.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471.
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy.
Porch pirates come in many forms. When damaging hail and windstorms hit Oklahomans, non-registered and unqualified roofers flood the neighborhoods. And unsuspecting Oklahomans think they can trust these guys because they have a nice truck. Oklahoma owned for over 2 decades, Red River Roofing Siding and Windows is top level trained and certified by the best manufacturers. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows, protecting Oklahoma families one roof at a time.
Welcome back here on the High School Huddle, getting set for the state championships here at the OG&E Coliseum on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Shawn, Silvis, Phil Nichols, Clay Drake, Chris Evans with you. Again, a big thank you to Coach Emma Johnson, the women's wrestling coach at Oologah High School, and Kirby Keith shares that I got to fix that button. Her husband is a great guy, humble, and he makes great breakfast burritos. So,
oh, wow. She makes great breakfast.
Oh, she makes.
Oh, I mean, we didn't get an order in before we got off the air.
We're gonna have to figure that
follow
out.
back up with her.
No, we'll slide into that right after weigh-ins. They're probably gonna make some.
They'll have some breakfast
for the girls, and we'll slip right in there. They won't even notice us.
We can go steal a couple.
I ain't stealing from them.
Yeah.
Depends on how
97. You'll be 98 wins.
If I'm hungry, I don't care. I'll take a butt whipping for a good breakfast burrito. I ain't scared.
Give a big hello to Kirby, by the way. I haven't seen him in ages.
Good stuff.
The regionals were this past week, and Blackwell Marlowe 3A East and West regionals for the 4th straight year. And remember, Salina got Marlowe at dual state, and then get a little bit of revenge this past week in the regional setting.
You know, it's interesting because we talked to Coach. We did that interview with him, Coach Harden. Yeah, after their final loss there, and he talked about. He said that he thought they had a better tournament team than they did a dual team. Yeah. So Marlowe must kind of be in the same boat because they obviously did even better as a tournament team. So it's interesting to see the difference in how those two things play out between a dual and a tournament. It's fun, but it makes it so hard to pick. We got to do these picks, and I'm back and forth still.
Hey, Coach Harding, does it get any more of a wrestling coach than him?
No. If you,
everything about him just screams wrestling coach.
So he was talking
from a distance. That's the first time I got to actually talk to him.
Good dude.
We interviewed him, but the first time I actually got to talk to him, and he's just winning state title at Collinsville, and you're like, yeah, that's what it looks like, I guess. Because he's
right after, of course, the finals where Blackwell, dominated the finals. Yeah. And I go up and I said, Coach, a little bit of a bust. So he goes, yeah, ain't no doubt about that. He says, I've been on both sides, though. I mean, he was quick to let me know, which I love that. And you give him a couple more years at Salina?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's legit.
We just got to keep his son in the Logan County area.
I found that out at that tournament.
Yeah,
That's big time.
For the folks that live in the Logan County. That's a good thing.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, huge.
So the 4A regionals, Bristow wins the east side, as Tuttle wins the west side. No surprise there. 5A, no big surprises there. Coweta wins the east side. Carl Albert wins the west side, although Chickasha pushed them really, really tough, as
Just
expected.
nipping at the heels
Yeah.
of Carl Albert. They haven't got him yet, but
The kid that got hurt at Dual State, with the shoulder, I don't know if you guys remember that match.
Kid.
I'm going to assume he's out for the year.
I bet he's wrestling.
Well, it's a tough kid.
He came out there. I mean, his shoulder was already
hurt.
He was
And
hurting.
then- but
I mean,
well, he
just a
wrestled-
sophomore.
he went
wrestled-
back and he tried.
Oh, no, there was
wrestled
no
till the
quit.
end.
Yeah. He's just a sophomore and was ranked second in the state. I mean, he's had one loss on the year and tough kid. Hated to see that, but I mean, and that's another thing that makes wrestling so unique is there's no give up in these kids. They're just going to battle and battle and battle.
And then on the six side of things, on the west side, Edmond North wins the regional title, and the regional title goes to Bixby on the 6A
over
side.
Stillwater.
Yeah.
Which, again, it's so Bigsby and then Stillwater and then Broken Arrow. I mean, at that turn, and of course Edmond North, but just at the head-to-heads, I mean, it was every one of those duels was close. And then Mustang, I mean, nearly picks up a win. Those were all one match away. And I just keep going back to those 5 teams
Unbelievable.
at the state tournament are going to be beating each other as they get closer to the top. And even on the backside, those backside points that they always say it's the backside that wins the tournaments.
Yeah.
I'm so curious to see when all those is a 5th ranked team going to beat the kids on the number 1 ranked team and allow the number 3 ranked team to slide all the way into the top. It's just going to be this jigsaw of a puzzle to put together to try to figure out who's going to win 6A. And I never saw this coming. It's so exciting in 6A right now.
Yeah, it is.
Coming up here in our next segment, we will be predicting the top 5 finishes in all 4 classes. And we'll have the point system here in a little bit for you as well. Bixby wins that regional, 279 points. Stillwater, 275. And a little bit further away was Broken Arrow, 244, and then the rest of the field after that. So, that was a great regional over there. And surprised a little bit, stunned, no. Surprised, yeah. Bixby.
I mean, after watching Bigsby wrestle, I mean, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not – I mean, I would have picked Stillwater to win, but, I mean, after seeing Bigsby, it's like, I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
But I remember Dual State, they were missing the 2 stud brothers who had a death in the family. Unfortunately, prayers go out to that family. They were out of state. I believe it was a grandfather for his services. But, when they did that at Dual State without the 2 studs, I went, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean that can be your game changer again coming into
absolutely.
state. Now you know what you got to do. Everybody's kind of got everybody sized up. Now let's go make it happen.
And, we weren't talking about Bigsby until Coach did this.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody. Don't tell. Well, they made a statement at Dual State. Now everybody knows.
Yeah, Edmond North wins their original, 291 total points. Mustang, 284 and a half. So Mustang.
Does Mustang take second then?
Yeah.
At regional?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. And Yukon was a little bit of a distant third there with 219 and a half points. Speaking of distance, Coweta, 355 team points
Snuck in there.
In their 5A East regional over Elgin. Elgin with 199 points. So Coach Gabe Ellis got his first state championship a couple weeks ago at Dual State. He looks like he might get another trophy 2 in 1 year.
How do we create a world where Coweta and Blackwell can compete against the best teams in 6A? Like, how does that world come to a head where we can make that happen?
It's called Grand State, Sean. I think you've heard us talk about this
And
before.
even if it's, and I hate to say like handpicked, but even if sometime around Christmas a committee can look at the best teams and call it a tournament of some kind.
Tournament
and
champions.
the top
Tournament
eight
champions.
teams.
It'd be kind of like your Geary tournament.
Yeah.
You just invite. We're going to
best,
invite these teams in, and we're going to battle it out.
And to me, like make a dual tournament. I mean, most kids will get 2 matches, maybe 3. So every time they compete, you get a chance of getting hurt. But it's not like they're running through the ringer of 6 or 7 matches in a weekend.
I think even if you did, Sean, after the state tournament, give them a couple weeks to rest. I know you got other sports and stuff, some kids going to baseball and whatever, but just go out, get sponsorships, and throw because I want to see Blackwell Coweta. That's what I want to see. That's the one I want to see.
Yeah.
And so, do a deal to where both schools, they split the fun, where it's good for both schools. They can both raise some money for the programs or whatever, do something. But, man, I would love to see Blackwell Coweta hook it up. Love to see that.
I don't think that you're going to talk to the baseball coach,
That's what I'm saying.
soccer coach,
Yeah.
the
No, I
track
realize
coach.
that,
yeah.
But that, to me, just as a wrestling fan, I'd love to see Blackwell and Coweta go at it.
I'm going to bet the other Blackwell coaches won't have much to say.
They wouldn't have anything.
They're going to be
Blackwell's
like,
probably in. I
Yeah.
think we can count them.
I think Coweta'd be in.
I think so too.
Yeah.
5A regional, Carl Albert, 4 points better than Chickasha, the defending champions, 214 to 210. Duncan a third at 152.
Yeah, one match could determine that right there. Those 4 points. They are nipping at the heels.
Where can Coweta pick up their trophy on Thursday? Where do they need to go? What? I'm just saying what we're all thinking. Just go pick it up.
Yeah.
The 4A East Regional, Bristow, 219 points. Fort Gibson finishes regional runner-up with 201 points. Berry Hill, not too far behind at 191. Yeah. And Cushing there, too, is 189.5.
And Berry Hill has a legitimate chance of being a top 5 team this year. I mean, there's just looking, it was, I can't remember off the top of my head, but the 4, 5, and 6 were all within 2 points of each other. Just looking at basic rankings. So they very well could be a top 5 team this year, which is it's nice to see some of these teams that we don't hear about a lot starting to make a move.
Yeah, 4A West Regional, Tuttle Tigers, after winning their 17th straight dual state championship, and that
was another shocker.
Yeah.
Following week,
they had to come back to win it.
right where Coach Williams had them planned. Yeah. About 120 on, we're good.
Yeah,
boys.
they're always coming back.
Get to 120.
It's just like just once we get here, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Tuttle 297, Salisal, the Black Diamonds at 209.5 points over in the 4A regional. Moving over to the 3A regional, again, it was a good one with Marlow and Salina. Marlow 224.5 points, Salina 209.5 points. So a little bit of revenge there. Lincoln Christian, A.B. Stokes, the head coach over there, had a good showing at 166 team points. And then the 3A East Regional, it was the Blackwell Maroons putting up 354 points.
Squeaked it out.
They qualified 12 wrestlers. And Pahuska didn't qualify for dual state. Lincoln Christian got them there. They finished second at 210. Pawnee, 190.5 points. Perry finishes fourth at 173 points. And McPeak Kid, we talked about, I think he's undefeated this year. So
Coming in at 215, undefeated.
Had 5 falls at regionals.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited for this kid because third trip, last year, cruise golf. Yeah. Not getting around cruise golf.
No.
And
he's a once in a time period kind of athlete for a team that.
Well, and like Kale and I talked afterwards. I said, there was no shame.
No.
I mean, I know it breaks your heart, but at the same deal, there's no shame on that deal.
Well, he's a grown man.
Yeah. I mean,
Daniel Cormier was never a national champion because Cale Sanderson was there.
Was he good?
He won some matches.
Cale won some matches.
He won all the matches.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, all of his matches. But it is what it is. He could have pulled weight and went to a different weight, but he said, "No, I'm gonna stay right here and wrestle where I can." So,
well, and the good thing, Cale's been there 3 times, and now some of those nerves are going to go away. We can kind of settle in and go take care of business.
Yeah. And
if he wrestles his matches, he's going to finally be on top of that podium.
Yeah.
One thing about Pawnee too, O-Wrestle, based on their rankings, has them top 3. So ahead of Marlow.
You give the coaching situation there, the father, the son. I know son's coaching, but dad's right behind. Here's some tricks, son.
Yeah.
So much respect to that Pawnee coaching staff on that deal.
And there's, like I say, there's something brewing down there. They're getting closer to that conversation every year, and I was not expecting them to show up that high in just the O-Wrestle rankings, but I mean they're up there where they could possibly get a trophy this year.
Yeah.
Clay, you got any numbers for us that stick out to you on your sheet? We kind of recapped all the regional winners anyway. As you look at that, obviously Stillwater be the one, but is it common where you don't have a regional champion but win the state championship?
You can. I mean,
I don't think it's common.
I mean, to me, I mean, here's a situation, again, you're going to come in, everybody's got to be healthy for one, you come off of regionals, people may be hurt, there's a lot of sickness going around. Things can change between regionals and state. And
hotel stays.
That's a real thing too.
It is a real
especially
thing.
in wrestling when you're pulling weight, things like that. Like it's a factor.
Vending machine in the hallway.
Yeah. So
mom's not telling you to go to bed at midnight because you're still up on your phone talking to your girlfriend. I mean, all those things factor in.
Yeah.
But like just talking about back on 3A, we right now it looks like we've got 4 returning state champions coming back in. We've got 1 kid who's undefeated, McPeak kid. So, which to me is a little uncommon in 3A. Normally you've got several more kids who are undefeated. Right. And so that's kind of an interesting deal on that part of, on that, see what breaks out. But I mean,
well, Clay, let me ask you this. So don't you think part of that is you'll see like Blackwell, they threw a lot of their kids into some really tough tournaments. And so if you went back and looked at classification losses, you know what I mean?
Well, and that's kind of thing of when you look at the bracket, I mean, there's some, 35 and 1s or 35. Right. And so there's kids who's not like off of it, they slipped up somewhere and it could have been early in the season before they kind of got going.
Or wrestled in a big time tournament.
Or something along that line. And so, that's what they've got to deal with.
Just like at 285, Garrett Hunt of Vian, he's 28 and 1.
Yeah.
Did an Edmund North kid beat him?
Right.
Could be.
What happened?
Depends on where they jumped out inside to go this season. That makes a difference on that deal. Now, again, we're talked about the team deal, and I know we're not picking just yet, but I mean, I think there's going to be, I'll put it out there. I think Blackwell's going to win this deal without, but I'm more interested on the second place.
Yeah.
Because that's where I think it's going to get really, really interesting of what takes place and who has a better tournament.
If you look at Perry's roster, they're built for a state championship, not necessarily a dual championship. They're more built for a state, individual. I think Blackwell's going to help them out on some weight classes to build Perry back up. So that's the thing.
Well, Chris, if all 6 of the qualifiers for Perry
win state,
you got a chance to finish 3rd.
So that's the key, huh?
That's the formula.
That's all.
That's the formula.
I need you with the coach and game plan a little bit. Tell them, hey, we've got it figured out. So.
Just need 5. The 6th one is a bonus. So.
Chris is like, we're already working on it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
He's doing the.
Oh yeah.
The other one that a lot of people are talking 5A. I'm so glad that we have a family member here. But this is one that's been talked about a bunch that I've seen on the socials. Is the 5A matchup with Cash Williams from Carl Albert. But Johnny Singh, I'm excited to hopefully see the matchup of my grandson Cash Williams from Carl Albert, winner of 5A West, versus Kason Kraft, the winner of 5A at 113 pounds. I know a lot of people have been talking about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, just we got to see Cash wrestle at the that kid's tough.
That's an intense little dude, man. Let me tell
so that's
you,
gonna be just getting to watch him wrestle again. I'll be happy.
No, he's fun. Yeah, he's fun.
And if there's anyone that can compete with him, I'm all in. I want to see that.
Yeah, and I think Grandpa's got it right. I mean, that's one that's circle. You'd love to see that happen and develop. They both get through their sides, and but boy, those are 2 outstanding young round. But Cash Williams is intensity is what I think when I mean, you know what I mean?
He's locked in.
Oh my Lord, is he locked in? I mean, he's fun to watch.
It's funny, I look at I don't know, like. When I was younger, when I competed, I would always, you look over at your opponent and kind of, you want to get a feel. If they look too locked in, boy, you don't want to look at them very long. but there weren't a lot of kids with that. And just when I watch these kids warm up now, and it's like, boy, he sure looks confident. And he goes out and wrestles. It's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But there's, I don't know. There just seems like they're all that way now. I thought I was the only one and maybe there were more, but now I watch these kids. I'm like, oh, he seems real. Okay. He's locked in, but that's what you're going to have there.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want to congratulate the Scott kid of Chickasha, the heavyweight.
Yeah.
Well, I watched a lot of the 5A regional. In fact, right here in the studio with some friends here. But he escaped Sir William Morgan again from Guthrie. Sir William beat him at duel 1-0. Then you get to regionals. He wins this. The Scott kid from Chickasha wins 1-0. Then he gets to the finals and wins 11-1. But he rebounded well.
Yeah, for sure. That tells you though, like at heavyweight, how for especially these upper weights, for a kid to be able to win, the state title even more than once or twice, it's so hard to score points against bigger guys. And so if you do take a risk and you miss out or something like that, it's going to be hard to make it up. So for someone to consistently win matches at a big weight like that, it takes a very talented athlete, because not only do you got to have the physical tools, but the mental tools to kind of know when to take risks, when not, how to keep it close. And that kid's in the finals of every flipping tournament we go to, it seems like.
The other big one that I was really looking forward to in the Noble 5A West Regional was the 165 pounds with the Carl Albert kid and the Guthrie kid. And they both get to the finals, but the Carey kid from Guthrie had a forfeit due to a knee injury. So hopefully we do get to see. We saw it at the Malcolm Wade.
Yep.
Hopefully we can see it one more time. Yep. I think we all deserve that. Of course, there's some other folks that have different ideas about that.
Well, that match was such fireworks.
Yeah,
because it was
7-0 right out the gate.
Yeah, right out of the gate. And then you just see this slow comeback all the way down at the end. It comes down to one big takedown at the end and just explode. It was fireworks at the beginning and fireworks at the end. And like I said, that's one I would love to watch again.
Well, the main thing, did he forfeit the finals because he's qualified and we don't want to run the risk? Let's get him as healthy as we can in a short window.
Right.
I do know this about the Carey kid, tough as nails. He will be ready to roll come.
You could fill that cup up with nails and tell him that's dinner, and he'll chew through all of it.
No, he's a tough kid, so he'll be fine.
I think it comes back to, and to me, I think it's it's a strategy deal, because it's kind of like the Chickasha kid at Dual State. He knew he had to wrestle, but maybe was that the best option for him going down the road?
Yeah,
maybe not.
Right.
So on the Carey deal, I think that's more of a let's be smart.
Yeah, I think
for
so.
sure.
Play
for
that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, and at the end of the day, 1 and 2 are going to be on different sides of the bracket. If you're the best kid, you're going to make it through the other side anyway. So why risk getting hurt here and not getting to wrestle when you can, lick your wounds, nurse it a little bit, make sure you're 100% on the day that matters the most.
Yeah, and speaking of 1-2, when you look at 195 on 5A, you have Joe Thomas, who won the regional for Carl Albert kid, won it. But then you had Ritson Meyer finish second, and so we will see that 1-2 over there to maybe see who takes on the kid from perhaps Noble or Coweta. I think the kid from Coweta beat Ritson. So that Final Four, if we project it Final Four, it's going to be big time.
And again, like winning 4 is not, you win it as a freshman. That doesn't mean anything by the time your senior year. We've seen kids get upset that last year. And, start of the year, you're thinking, Ritson's a shoe-in for this. And then all of a sudden you're like, holy cow, there's more than one kid in 5A that can beat him.
Well, and there's also a lot, I think, goes into it. When you're a multi-sports kid like Ritson is, just signed to play football a couple weeks ago, and I'm just going to say this, is just hard in it.
Yeah. Well,
I know
we're about to find out.
We're about to find out. I mean,
find out real quick.
And listen, this is the other thing. Wrestling's hard. Yeah. It's hard. So,
and I don't remember what class it is, but in kind of researching today, there's a kid who's a returning state champion that's in the pigtails.
Wow.
So he's got to fight to even get a chance to go back and defend that title.
Yeah. No one. It's like these coaches forget to tell the kids that you can go win too. Yeah. Because they are. There's just nothing safe. The Oklahoma wrestling is so tough, and there's so many. We've seen this here. There's so many good coaches in some of these schools that we've talked to. It's like, well, it's no wonder these kids are sophomores thinking they can go knock off a 4-time state champ, because they've not been told anything different.
Right.
They're told, you train hard, you can win, and that's what's beautiful about this sport is anybody at any time, they want it bad enough, they work hard enough, it's right there for them.
Well, on that 5A, we've got 8 returning state champions coming into 5A, which is next to 6A. That's the highest, on that deal. Undefeateds, we've got 2, which is the most undefeateds in any class.
In 5A?
Yeah.
Who are those kids? Do we know?
I didn't bring that list with me and everything. I want to save a little bit, a little surprise on that part. Make them tune in or come to it. But I don't remember actually. My mind has been all this afternoon trying to grow through all this stuff
Yeah.
and kind of get things locked down. But again, Meyer is the only Oklahoma kid going for 4. So for an Oklahoma 4, I'm gonna put it that way. So
Well, being an undefeated kid in the state of Oklahoma and making it to state undefeated is huge. But then, a 4-timer again is just
Different level.
It's just to be able to do that is a huge thing.
well, I believe I think like last year we had 3 or 4 kids going for the 4, and so there again, how much of a change or how much tougher has this got that now we've just got 1? We've got 2 because there is a girl that's going for 4. So
We see like we see in college. We were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. You were talking about Jack's Forest, but how much better just the level of high school wrestling has gotten to where now kids are coming out of high school to go into college wrestling and be not only competitive but capable of being the best.
Well, he just majored a 2-time runner-up.
Yeah. Well, but
Yeah.
But my point here though is like if the sport's getting pushed that far, it's getting pushed from the bottom up. That means there's freshmen and sophomore coming into high school right now that are not only capable of winning state titles, but pushing. I feel like I'm seeing that more is just the quality or the level of wrestling has grown so much in the last 5 years and even the last 10 years, but the last 5 years, I'm watching, just sitting on the sidelines watching some of these kids. I'm like, these guys are as good as anybody I wrestled in college, but they're high school kids. It's crazy.
Well, and for me, it's having an opportunity to do state for several years. For a long time, 5A was weak. I mean, it was kind of like, nothing special about 5A, and now it's evolving to be kind of the one to watch and see what happens.
For years, it was Collinsville and then everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, Collinsville dominated, and you just hope to get pieces of second place. And so, again, there's a team obviously is doing well there that we'll see kind of if they can squeak it out or not. We'll fingers crossed.
Yeah, Tammy's not going to talk about the girls' regionals. What? All about the program, and patience is a virtue. We're going to get that. We're going to get
we
there.
got it, Tammy. Just hang on.
We got a lot to talk about in a short amount of time. I promise we will get there. I do want to stay in 5A boys regional wrestling real quick. At 150, Colton Stevens of Guthrie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he's 28-14, but since the Malcolm Wade, when we were there to broadcast that tournament, it has switched, and now he made it to the regional finals. He loses a close one to the Kaiser kid at Del City, which Del City came to Guthrie, and I don't know if they went that day or not. But Colton moves up to 157 at Dual State and actually won a great match.
Yeah.
Great match. And so the Kaiser kid at Del City is going to be extremely tough. Kaiser beats Colton Stevens 3-0, but 150 will be fun to watch as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and again, just it's like we know the kids that are going to place. We know the names that we're supposed to know. But what makes this tournament so fun is the kids we don't know. Colton Stevens is one of them. We know him because he's a local kid. But there's so many kids that we'll talk about next year that we hear about for the first time this weekend. And that's what makes. I mean, that's what's fun about this sport is like, who is that? Because I've been following this kid, and now all of a sudden that kid beats this kid. Well, I'll start following this kid now. So that momentum just builds for these kids. And this is the tournament. Oftentimes,
pretty cool.
We see them for the first time.
Yeah.
Kaiser, no surprise there. Stevens, a little bit of a surprise. The other side, the east side, no surprise at 150 with the Antuna, I think is how you say his name, the kid from Elgin. Yeah. And the Kearney kid won the East Regional 4-0 over Antuna. So 150, you can. I don't know if you can pencil them in guaranteed it, but 3 of those 4, I think, have a pretty good shot.
They're odds on, favorite to be there.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It'll be tough because it would possibly if Stevens and I was starting to think Carney's going to get there. That would be a tough semifinal for Colton Stevens to overcome that. But we've said a lot of things this year that Stevens would have a hard time overcoming.
But he just looks at Dual State after his match. He looks different. You know what I mean? I mean, there's something that's clicked.
It just clicks.
He goes up a way, gets taken down early, comes back and dominates, and he's mad at the fact that he didn't.
Right.
It's just like, he didn't just expect to win; he expected to do.
So what's happened is he believes it now.
Oh yeah. He expects it of himself now.
Right.
And what's funny is because I see him every day in class. You ready for this? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, come on. So,
man, a few words.
Yeah.
Just like his friend Dalen Rice. They will not win a.
Does Dalen talks?
Yeah, twice.
Really?
Yeah.
He knows words?
Yeah.
Huh.
It took him to get on the baseball field, but he finally did it there. So, all right. Here on the next segment, we're going to be predicting our top 5 finishes.
Yep.
Here for the boys' side. But before we get to that break, we do want to talk about the girls' regionals. We will start in 5A, the regional there. Not so breaking news, McLeod girls.
Yeah, pretty good.
They're regional champions. 273 points cash with 169 points. So cash boys and girls wrestling are pretty darn good. Yeah. I'm trying to think of boys, girls. Perry girls won. The boys, third or fourth in 3A. But cash is very respectable in that.
Cash wrestling is making noise. Girls side and boys side, but girls side are
dominant.
Broken Arrow, boys and girls. Yeah. Bixby, boys and girls.
Yep.
I think that's the ones I can come off my head.
Those are the ones that bounce, right? That
you
immediately think of. Yeah.
So those were the 5A West, the 5A East regional. The Perry Maroons, 175.5 points. Hera girls, 155.5. Very close there. Bridge Creek finishes third. And the Oologah, Coach Emma Johnson's team finished fourth in that regional at 127. Berry Hill's number 5. So Berry Hill boys and girls are pretty good as well. You look at the 6A West regional and Bixby. Bixby boys and girls are regional champions. So I certainly think Bixby might be the
top of the
top.
Yeah,
that one. So Bixby 307 points, Westmore 202 points.
Well, one thing I've noticed about that side of the state, I always say that side because it's them versus us, which
they say that side
Cross
from over there
35.
too.
Yeah,
they don't even know this side, Phil.
We say it.
Yeah, but my wife's a Tulsa girl. She's always telling me don't sleep on those Tulsa schools. Yeah. But the thing that's been every coach we've had on here from that side, and now the female coach we've had on this side, they're talking about these extra programs that they're going to wrestle, where they're all getting together and wrestling, and Bigsby and Broken Arrow, and then all these other smaller schools that are in that area, Oologah and all that. Those girls are all going there, and they're getting better together. And there's high level coaches there, extra practice time, more mat time. She talks about these girls that are maybe they didn't grow up wrestling, or maybe some of these ladies don't have. Now in this case, Oologah does, and maybe these other teams have coaches that are high level, but maybe and a lot of these schools that are starting girls programs, they have a coach that just said, okay, I'll do it.
Right.
And so they're trying to figure it out, but so they're not at the same level of wrestling technique. So yeah, these girls want to know these moves perfectly. And they're, she was talking about how I know from coaching the little girls that we have, they're so technical. Like if you look at the golf swing of a girl versus a boy, the girls are going to get the technique down so much quicker. Wrestling's the same way, but the feel part of it is what wrestling is. Yeah. And so the higher level, the girls coaches, the feel is something that you can't teach. You can teach moves, you can't teach feel. So for all these girls that are going to these other programs, not to these other programs, but going to get extra mat time at these other locations, they have access to that. They can go to their practice, go home and eat, get some rest, and then at 7 o'clock go back up to the other school. They're getting more reps. They're getting more feel. They're getting more mat time. And even if they're not going hard, they're wrestling more. And if it's going to take more time to get better, well, if your school is only open for 2 hours a day and that's all you get, meanwhile, the girl you're going to wrestle against is going to get morning practice, after school practice, and then evening practice. Well, in one day, she's got 3 times as much mat time. So the opportunity that they have over there to have that is, I think it's so huge for those girls to have access to these other rooms. And on this side of the state, we do have a couple of spots. I know OCS has a spot, and there are places that are doing that. I just don't feel like it's on the same level as it is over there.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was interesting, when she talked about the one girl going to Gerald Harris's club. Yeah. I mean, you look at Gerald Harris.
He knows a thing or two about wrestling.
He might have something working for in his favor on that deal. But, for me, and kind of going back to the numbers game, girls 5A, returning state champions, 8, with 4 undefeateds. Girls 6A, returning state champions, 8, 3 undefeateds. It was kind of funny. We've had a little crossing of boundaries from 5A girls going to 6A and 6A coming to 5A like we've talked about previously. So, but I mean, there again, number wise, that's where the big numbers are. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's too I don't want to say the rich get rich, the poor get poor, but a lot of times these girls that are high level now, they're going to go places to find other high-level girls. And so when they're able to do that, especially in these city areas, it's harder for a school out in Western Kansas, for a girl like that to be able to have these extra practices, not without paying a lot of money or spending a lot of time traveling. But like in the Tulsa area, there's so many different places. So we talked about the coaches are communicating, the parents are wanting to build. If Phil's got a daughter and I've got a daughter and they're close to the same way, well, we're going to find a room, 3 nights a week where we can get
Phil
together.
doesn't do daughters.
Thanks, Chris.
I've got 3 boys.
Too much work.
This is hypothetical, but
just throw some food at the boys, leave them alone. They'll whoever survives, and it all works out.
but having access to that kind of thing, I think is huge. I guess I'm boiling this down to it's a big deal for the sport anyway, for any of the guys, anything, but especially for these girls, that finding girls their weight, finding girls at their level.
That's I think that's the hardest thing.
When you have access to that and they start to, network, I guess, communicate that kind of thing, it's going to open doors. And it obviously has. Some of these schools are just continuing to pull away from the pack, but these schools though that are starting to get going, I guess my point is that's what you need to look for. You need to find these things, extra places to take these girls, things like that. And it was harder than it is now, and I think it's only getting better, but definitely on that side of the state, it just seems like there's access there if they want it.
Yeah, Coach talking about her young lady, the sophomores, wanted as a freshman coming back this year, dominant fashion. What's the first thing she said? Well, we've got 3 girls that can really push each other. I mean, and that you get better in the room.
Yeah.
That's where you get better. So it's if you don't have that, it's going to be hard to grow.
Yeah.
I do want to, we've kind of talked about spotlighting. Bixby's got a girl going for 4, Millie Aslan. She'd be the third one to get 4 on the girl. So I'm excited for that. Huh?
Was the Broken Arrow girl the first one?
I think the roller girl was the first one.
No, the roller girl was last year.
She was last year.
It might have been the
I think it's the Broken Arrow.
Was that Shane or Mike's girl? I think it was Mike's, wasn't it? Or was it Shane? No, it was Shane.
Shane's.
It was Shane.
Shane's, yep. So I'm excited to watch, we've on this girls deal. I'm excited to watch, again, these girls start having that experience and start having that success and really growing that part of their sport right there. So,
one of the things I think was interesting, Coach talked about the girls struggling on bottom. We talk about time. Bottom's the hardest part of wrestling.
Yeah.
I think the upper body strength, which she mentioned, is a huge factor in that. And I'm curious to see if obviously wrestling's the same, but it's different for different body types, different things. So girls wrestling is going to look different. So usually things happen in college first and then they trickle down. No one, when I was a kid, a chicken wing tilt was a little league move nobody did. But then Spencer Lee started dominating with it in college. And now
maybe this will work.
And now that's all you see. Now I would argue that they used to teach you how to be in good position, so that didn't work. Now they don't. Now it works everywhere. Now that's a whole nother conversation. But what I'm saying is,
being a little bit snobby right now.
I know. Well, I'm also old, Phil. Back in my day,
get
off my yard. Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
But I guess what concerns me though is with the girls. Okay, let's say that is an issue. Well, if it's not coming down from college because they're not wrestling folk style, then are the coaches gonna put any effort into this bottom position in high school because it doesn't matter? Does it not matter?
Peyton Hand from Choctaw was the first 4-timer on the girls.
Thanks, Tammy. Bringing the knowledge.
Absolutely. Well, I remember the Broken Arrow girl who kept beating the Kirk girl from Guthrie, but it wasn't. I don't
think there was time to be 4-timer.
It wasn't.
May not. It wasn't been that. Yeah.
It wasn't official. It was just.
When would the first timer? When would the first 4-timer
help us out, Tammy? When was this?
Yeah,
because it started in
without getting my book of knowledge.
Yeah,
I'd have to go back through and all my stats and.
See, this is what I love about these shows, Chris.
Absolutely,
we got help.
I appreciate Tammy so much. That's what we need. We need people that can help us fill in the blanks. This is big time.
Yeah, I would have lost $1 million. Maybe the Broken Arrow girl when it wasn't sanctioned. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Sometimes you play, but you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she may have been the first 3-timer.
Could have been. Maybe she ran maybe she was a sophomore.
So 2020 to 2021 was the first year. So 22 was the second, 23 was the third, 24 was the fourth. So
we've had 6 years of
so in 04 would have been the first possibility for a 4-timer.
Which if a girl
was a freshman the year she won it, which You know, I don't know, but
so there's and then
24,
paintball when they start
24. Yeah.
So,
Thank you, Tammy.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, and the other side of that is again kind of like you start seeing these schools evolve their programs and getting them grown and putting them in place where they need to be. So
Chickasha had a girl. Forgive me, I can't remember her name, but she was. I watched her as a kid growing up. She was a hammer. She always wrestled the boys though. But that first year they did I think it was either I think it was at Little League State that it was the first year that they did the girls. So they had like junior high school girls, and they had them up on an elevated stage. I remember right out in the middle, and there was these two girls, and one of them was from Chickasha, and they beat the living dog out of each other. It was. I thought to myself like, holy cow! Like, and the whole time, and it was like this question, like. As coaches, we'd seen them wrestle boys, but we really hadn't seen them compete against other girls. And so I think in the back of our heads, it was always like, well, I wonder what that's going to look like. I watched that match and thought, oh my God, we're going to have to make some rules here that are different for the girls. Like they can't be doing this to each other.
Well, during the Coach Johnson interview, she said the 132-pound on the boys' side, the girl went to Salina. Obviously, she'd be probably 130 if she was at for the girls. Maybe she is wrestling for the girls at Salina. I learned that whatever you go at regional, you have to go at state. Yeah. I don't know Coach Johnson that well. First time I was wanting to go, man, that's got to sting. That's got to sting. I mean, you're going to have a possibility of a state. Although she said 130 is a big field there.
But she actually, I mean, she talked highly. I mean, she just smiled. She lit up as soon as she started talking about her. So
but that goes
she's
back
happy
to
for the girl.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what you talked to her about. You know, there's this real feeling of it's us against the world on the women's side.
I'm more upset than she is probably.
Yeah. Well, and I don't
know either one of them.
And
we don't know the situation either.
I'm just I just think we can all agree with this. It was so past time to allow women to have their own. I mean, I'm just glad the girls can go out and compete with each other. I'm glad. Now, Coach brought up a great point. I know you and Coach are on the different spectrum of freestyle or folk, but you guys agreed on this. They need to pick one.
Yeah.
And that needs to be high school and then college to help these young ladies develop so that they can go on. I mean, you look at some of the girls, we had great success at the Olympic level with our women's wrestling. But got to put them in the right situations where they can take this sport as far as they possibly can on an international level when they're done with college.
Yeah. Well, and what I was getting at earlier, it concerns me like the bottom wrestling's not as good.
Right.
Are they just not going to focus on that because it doesn't matter? Because they're going to go on to high school anyway.
Yeah.
So that's going to change what folk style looks like to them.
Right.
You know.
Right.
All right, we're going to take our third and final timeout. Come back. Why Chris Evans and Blackwell are the same type of winner. All that here. This is the High School Huddle.
What do you think you're doing? You said we need new windows, and you're not calling Red River. Okay. If you're gonna throw money out the window by not calling Red River.
Okay, I get it. I'll call Red River. Where did he get all this money?
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance. Protecting your legacy.
At Mosquito Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Welcome back in. Third and final segment here on the High School Huddle. Shawn, Phil, Clay, and Chris with you. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. It is the week of the state wrestling championships at the Oklahoma City Fairgrounds Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Clay, if you want to go over the schedule, what will be have, there's different sessions on Friday and Saturday, but it all gets started on Thursday.
Thursday, we're going to start with the wrestlings, which is, you're trying to get into the tournament. So good luck to all those people right there. But the doors will open at 4:30. Wrestlers are going to get weighed in at 4, and then we'll do some training and everything. We've got our Academic Achievement Awards at 5:45, which I think is kind of cool. Gives a little more time for us to showcase those schools who academically do very well, and then 6 p.m. it's time to wrestle.
Oh, I thought at 6:05 5:55 we're giving Blackwell their trophy.
Well, no, I think it's more like 5:52. Then 5:57, Coweta gets theirs, and then I think it's 5:59. Tuttle gets. Yeah, I think that's what.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Unofficially.
Unofficially.
Yeah.
I didn't see it in my script, but Clay's script's a little bit more official than mine.
Yeah.
So.
And then we get to Friday. We're going to open the doors at 8 and wrestle at 9:30, and that will go. We'll get through all that first round, and everybody's got to leave. We'll get ready for the semis, and we'll start the doors open at 4. Wrestle back at 5, and then semis 7:30-ish, give or take a little bit.
As I see that, I know now why I thought after I told Wes I didn't need a hotel, why I should have got a hotel.
You should have.
Start time's a little
You
early.
might want to call and change that a little bit. So
you live in Phil, you're going to be up at 4 o'clock regardless.
3:45. Not because I want to be, not because I'm disciplined, but because I'm old.
10 days. I'm working on it though.
I found you accommodations. Very nice RV that.
Oh yeah.
You've been told that
I've had 2 RVs.
More than happy to let you use that.
Got to talk to Fairgrounds, see if they're going to allow me.
I know.
Did you tell them who you were?
I know exactly where you can park an RV.
Did you tell them you're Chris Evans?
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. No.
Sexiest man alive. What year?
Well, multiple years.
Sorry. Yeah.
There's more than 3 times something on this panel.
Then we get to finals Saturday, which we're going to start Saturday morning. Doors open at 8:30. Start consolation semis at 9:30. Do our fourth place at noon, hopefully. Then we'll get everything cleared out after that and get ready for the finals itself. Doors open at 5. Opening ceremonies, introductions. Phil sing the national anthem at 5:45.
Can't wait for that.
Me.
Do, re, mi, fa, la, sol, ti, do.
There you go.
And then finals will kick off at 6:30 and awards to follow. So,
am I getting an award this year, Clay?
I'm sure we can scrounge something.
Okay,
yeah, we'll get something. For you.
Looking for something.
Yeah.
Best dress.
Yeah.
There you go. Like that. I'll take that.
All right, so we picked our dual state champions.
Hang on, I've got to do a plug real quick. When you come to the finals, please stay in the seats. Help us out.
I think it's
we don't want
on the floor. We don't want to stop the wrestling like we had to do last year. So let's let the kids
that was
wrestle.
A great moment, though.
It was.
And
made a point.
I mean, I respected Wes before, but when he did that, I was like, there he goes.
Yeah, made a point. And I can speak. I mean, at Reno we fight the same thing.
Oh yeah,
it's tough. Everybody wants to watch the wrestling. Yeah. Stay in your seats. It fixes it.
Yeah,
and I think it's just going to be a little bit more tighter anyway. Yeah. So if you leave your seat, you might not have your seat back because seating is going to be at a premium.
It's going to be tough. You better get there early and you better come for the day. So
someone's going to need 4 seats and they're going to save 12 and then get mad when somebody takes it.
Yep. Just like the Tracy Lawrence concerts.
Yeah, there's about 12 people at those. That's about right.
Sells them out all the time. I don't know what he's talking about. So we picked our dual state champions and we had our brackets.
You guys didn't go over this last week when I wasn't here?
Well, I'm setting it up.
That's why I came down with an illness last week. I didn't want to be here.
You finished 3rd out of 3.
You got a bronze medal. I mean, that was great.
Did I?
It's bronze 3rd.
So Blackwell
played well. You played well.
Blackwell and myself won titles a couple weeks ago. So so we're both trying to go repeat in the same season here. So all right. So we're in class 3. We're going to start with class 3A. You got to give us your top 5.
But scoring is going to be different.
Scoring is different. First place, like Blackwell. If you pick Blackwell, that's only 1 point.
1 point.
I like it.
Second place is 2 points.
What are you doing this for?
Third place is 3 points.
Because
we didn't vote on this.
Yeah, we did earlier.
Because here's the thing: is the top ones are going to be easy to pick, but the top 5 are going to be the hard ones to get right because those are going to flip flop. I mean, really.
So we're getting most points for 5th place.
Yep, because that's the hardest pick.
It's the hardest pick.
You know, you guys.
Anybody can pick first place.
This younger generation play. They make everything hard.
We just thought it'd be fun. No, we were standing down there talking.
like
you would have been there too, but you was sick that day. So, but no, we were talking about how we agreed on all the top 3 picks, and then we're like, well, that's not going to be any fun. We're like, ooh, let's go.
I mean, I overcame and still won, but yeah, I see your point. I see your point.
Pull up 3A, will you?
I got you.
Well, that's 6A.
Well, hold on. I got to scroll.
Didn't mean to yell at you.
I got you, Phil. I got you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I apologize.
Class 3A. Oops. Messed up.
I hate to be obvious, but that looks pretty good right there. I do have 2 changes.
This is the one that, like, say,
I'm going to use Clay's cheat sheet here.
Does Clay got some cheats over there?
Oh,
What kind of info has he got on 3A?
Well, I know how many champs are coming in and how many total qualifiers they have per team here.
I thought Blackwell qualified 12.
Clay and I threw this together.
Qualified 12.
Oh, there it is.
9 champs.
9 champs.
Yeah.
There's that number 2.
I mean,
Clay and I worked for hours on this today.
well, I appreciate you guys putting in all that time.
Yeah,
Go to O Wrestle. You can. I'm not. I appreciate O Wrestle. They saved me a lot of work.
Somebody asked me one time, Shawn, how many books have you read in your life? I said, books.
Books. You put an S on that?
Plural? All right.
There's a lot. Hey, there's a lot of books in the Bible, Phil.
I know there is.
All right. Are we all picking Blackwell to win a state championship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I already
It's
got
a matter
that
of how
right.
many points.
Okay.
Could we get a bonus if we predict they'll get over 200 points?
That could be your tiebreaker.
Closest to team point? I like that.
I mean, 200s.
That's a bunch.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
All right. Second place.
Especially knowing that Salina's
Phil,
going
Shawn,
to do well. Pawnee's going to have a state champ. Marlowe's going to be.
Yeah.
All right. Who? Yeah.
You got the box. You won dual state.
Yeah, I picked Blackwell.
Well, no, for second. You should go first every time.
No, we rotate that every time.
Yeah,
Shawn,
going
you
number
go
2?
second. Yes.
I'm going to go Salina.
Shawn Salina.
Even though, wait, hold on.
No, your pick's in.
I'm picking Marlowe.
No, you locked in Salina.
No, I didn't
wrote
lock
that
it
down so fast.
He locked it in.
No, I got arrows. My
You
mind
get
is
do-overs?
He's running out of scratch.
I'm running
3A.
out
I've only got
scratch.
5 slots in 3A, and I've moved 4 teams around.
Yeah.
One stays put, but the other ones,
The other 4 are floating. They're floating.
the one's been pretty solid there at the top.
So you're taking Marlowe.
I'm taking Marlowe.
Yeah.
And then their regional finish is what changed my mind.
Yeah. I'm going different.
Both are sending 8. Right?
No.
Nope.
Marlowe's sending 9.
9.
Salina's sending 8.
Okay. Okay.
Salina's got 4. This is from the work Clay and I did today. Salina has 4 champions coming out of regionals, and Marlowe has 3.
Okay. It's a 3-hour show. What are you going with?
Oh, now you're going to start watching the clock. Okay. All right. I'm going to go Salina to upset Marlowe and finish runner up.
Phil's going Salina. Clay?
Marlowe.
I'm going Marlowe as well.
One genius here.
Who's taking third? I guess the opposite, probably.
That's what I'd go with. Marlowe.
Phil,
Yeah.
you're first. Okay.
Yeah, Marlowe.
Marlowe. Clay.
Salina.
I got Salina as well.
I'll go Salina.
Yeah, it's boring if we all pick the same stuff.
I know, but we're getting there. We got number 5 to do.
This will be the interesting.
1, 2, 3. Number 4.
I'm a
4.
I'm a
Yeah,
Pawnee.
you get to go first.
I'll go Pawnee.
In my heart, I'm going for Pawnee, so I'm going to go Pawnee as well. That's back on you, Shawn.
I'll do Pawnee.
Phil, this is your chance to be different.
Give me Pahuska.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. I get to go first for the 5th one, and I will go I don't know if Lincoln Christian can do it again over Pawhuska. I'm down to Lincoln Christian and Pawhuska.
What about Perry?
Yeah, what about Perry, Chris?
At the end of the year, you're going to dart on your Perry boys.
The officiating in that regional only allowed 5 to come out. How many's coming out for Lincoln?
6.
Lincoln Christian.
6.
And
Same as Perry.
Same as
And
Perry.
neither of them have champs coming out.
I mean, if you knew who the referees were going to be in
And
the match,
Pawhuska,
then
that's
he
the big
might.
question.
Yeah,
Exactly right.
the
And
referees
Pawhuska
hate
sending
Perry.
how many?
that's 8.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm going Pawhuska.
To finish,
5th.
I'm going to go Lincoln Christian.
That's where I really wanted to go.
See, these are going to be so hard to pick and so many points.
Yeah.
I'm going Pawnee. They have more 1 and 2s coming out than their other schools.
Bill Pawnee. I mean, this is the these are the 5 and 4. That's where you win these, right?
And like I say, these are the hard ones, and these are going to be all the
Now,
points.
Phil, you like this? Now you
I like it a little more now. Yeah, it's a
if, you
little
land,
better.
if you land a couple of these, then you're
This
set.
is where I tend to shine in these things that I don't understand.
It was like, I'm a gambler.
I
Let's
just
go.
guess my way into it.
This could be your
Pawhuska.
chance, Phil.
Yeah, this is my shot, Sean. My shot.
All right, we make our way to 4A, 3A, and 4A. Who went first on the last one?
I think Phil did.
Okay, so Clay will lead us off.
You know,
Hold on, let me start writing these down real quick. Tuttle.
Slow down. Slow down.
Tuttle.
You don't know that.
hold up.
Tuttle. Okay.
You don't know that.
Chris,
It's very assumptive.
Phil, Shawn, and Clay. All right, who you guys got?
I'm going to go Bristow. I'm going to just
How
kind of.
about that? Get your little
So-
pinner scratcher out of there, little buddy.
You scratch her outer.
That's right.
Clay's eliminated for the tournament even starts. Okay, I will go with Tuttle to get the top spot. I don't even know if Bristow can get number 2. Go ahead, Shawn.
I'm going Tuttle. Coach Bobby Williams. He gonna do what he does.
And make the other team like it.
I don't think they're gonna
Go
like
Purple Pirate.
Well, I'm looking here.
Okay. You did the homework earlier. You don't have this memorized by now?
Well, when you're putting spreadsheets together, Chris,
They all run together.
researching 7 or 8 different sources, Clay, tell them it takes a little time, and
Your head starts spinning.
That's
your
right.
Numbers everywhere.
That's right. Man, I want to take Bristow, but I think more so because I just want to see the streak broken, more than anything else.
I bet Coach Howard Moore wants to see that
that
streak broken. They've been climbing.
The problem is Bristow they have one lesson. I got to go Tuttle.
Okay.
I don't want
Bandwagon fan.
Bandwagon fan. Love it.
All right, Shawn, you
It
get
took
to go.
a few weeks, but Clay's finally talking trash.
Yeah. Phil took 2 weeks to get Tuttle picked out in 4A, so it evens out.
Is it
Shawn,
back to me?
Back to you.
I'm going to go Bristow, number 2.
Shawn, Bristow. Phil?
Bristow.
Bristow, okay.
Please say
Cash.
cash.
Going Cash?
Just
I'm going Tuttle.
that would make your pick even more.
What do you mean?
That would definitely blow the points out of the way.
I'm going Bristow as well. So Phil gets to go first on his number 3 pick.
Give me Salasol. Give me the Black Diamonds.
He's going Sally Saul.
I like it.
Okay.
You can say it. Go ahead, Clay. We did the research. We know. Go ahead.
How many is Salasol sending?
9.
And how many is Fort Gibson sending?
Guys teamed
8.
up.
Okay.
Team effort.
Who's next?
You.
Salsa.
So, see, we know. We did the research.
Salasol did beat Fort Gibson in the first round of dual state.
It's dual state against tournament.
I want to go Fort Gibson in this spot.
You jumping right over Cash?
And Cushing.
Well,
And
And Berry Hill.
They're more of dual. This is state,
Really?
this is state
You
championship.
sure about that? Fort Gibson's taking 8.
Yeah.
3 number 1. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. That wouldn't be a crazy pick. I like that.
That's my heart.
Yeah.
That's my heart talking to me though. And I would go with my brain. It usually helps me in this situation.
You're going cash then.
No, I'm not. I might be off the cash deal.
Oh,
it's more of a Jared thing.
Okay.
We'll see though. Here they might be in the top 5. Boy, this is tough. It was a close duel, right? Southall, Fort Gibson, if I remember right. No,
Yeah. At the end, there was a little distance at the end.
They pulled away at the end, but it wasn't a bad duel.
No,
last
it was good.
Last couple matches, they kind of
they pulled away a little bit at the end.
For a bunch of reasons off the mat, I'm going Fort Gibson.
Wow. Coach, send some more swag. I mean, I got us the last swag because I picked you guys to get to the finals in dual state.
Chris, give me Sammy Johnson.
Yep.
And then Fort Gibson. What are they? The Tigers?
Tigers.
Yes, so you're there too.
I am.
This is for 3rd?
Yep. This is for 3.
All right. 4th place.
No, yeah.
Yep. 4th place. Who went first last? Clay did, right?
Clay did. Yeah,
I did.
No, Phil did.
Phil did. Okay,
Phil,
Clay.
yeah, because if I was last, and that's
Clay's 4th place team.
Cash.
Clay's going cash. So,
They weren't on anybody's bingo card, so.
Yeah.
It's true.
How many cash is sending to state?
9. With 3 champions out of that 9.
For the for off the mat purposes, I'm going cash to finish 4th.
give me Cushing.
Good one. I like it. We're going to have to do some math to add these up.
Getting to watch them, Barry Patterson had them boys rolling.
There you go.
I like the way they was wrestling. Yeah. Seeing them in a tournament, they got a bunch of dogs. I like their chances.
Okay.
Give me Fort Gibson.
Fort Gibson for Phil. Okay, so 5th place, we go to Shawn in Class 4A. This is worth 5 points.
Worth all 5. Give me Salisaw.
Shawn.
All the way down to 5th.
All the way down to 5th. But they got 5th to give me the most points, so.
Well, that's why I'm going with cash. Get all those max points.
It's these. I'll tell you what always gets me in trouble is these darn Tulsa schools because I just don't know them.
Cushing.
I don't have a good read on them.
You got Cushing over cash. Wow.
No, I got cash over Cushing.
Oh, you picked cash last round?
Yep.
Okay.
And for off the mat purposes, I'm going with Cushing to
Are
finish.
you going to explain what off the map purposes
I
means?
can't off the air.
Okay.
I can't off the air.
So wait a second. So you have inside information you didn't share?
No,
with the
no,
rest
no,
of us?
no. It had nothing to do with the wrestling program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I got a little nervous.
He's getting paid under the table.
Well, he works for the city, the school, the county, the state, the governor. That's crazy.
Apparently, some of these school districts, it's fine.
Yeah, no,
It's hey,
busy man.
Man's got to hustle.
All right. Class 5A.
I feel stupid even spending time on one.
Just
Yeah.
speed.
You can just go ahead and put that in.
Let's
Speed
go
fill
on the
that
2
out.
because we all agree.
That's the easiest point of the night right there.
Sean and Chris. Okay. Kuita. Phil goes with Carl Albert. Earlier, Coach Johnson said,
That's what I heard.
she's being recruited by Carl Albert. It's like, the college.
Everybody's being recruited by Carl. Oh, wait, you mean the college?
Yeah.
Okay, all 4 of us are going with Kuita
Yeah.
Safe bet.
for
In
Coach
dominant fashion.
Coach Gabe Ellis. Okay. Am I first on this one?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'm going CA to finish second.
Yeah.
I'll take CA as well.
Give me CA.
Chickasha.
Ooh.
And that is
I
the
like it.
So here's the deal: 9 and 4 on both those teams.
Yeah.
So
Chick, CA, and CA. Okay. I like it, Clay. All right. Sean, you're up.
I'll go Chickasha 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll Chickasha 3.
I'll take Carl Albert.
Chick and CA. Be a little surprising if Chickasha. I mean, I know they're defending state champions, but I'd be not stunned, not surprised, but okay. All right. 4th place.
You're up, Phil.
This is where it gets really interesting.
This is what's gonna.
Yeah.
All the points are down here, and these are the hardest ones.
Exactly right. And you can play along at home as well. Send your scores to us, highschoolhuddle@gmail.com ahead of time.
Yeah, you got to send them. You got to send them today.
No, they got till
when? Well, you got to send them before the tournament.
Yeah, before the tournament starts.
By Wednesday.
By Wednesday. Yeah, let's go Wednesday. Wednesday shut off. 11:59 p.m. Wednesday.
Yeah, you can throw them on. We'll combat with you.
Yeah. Did we stall long enough for you, Phil?
Yeah. So if you're catching this, on the repeat on the rerun, then send your stuff in and we'll throw you up on the. That's stalling.
I'm going Claremore. Going Claremore.
Stalemate.
Claremore.
Look at Chris over here reffing. He's ready to ref wrestling. Yeah, I'm with Clay.
He'd be good at it. Sickening.
Who'd you go with? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Claremore.
You went Claremore?
Yeah.
The forward one.
S3?
Huh?
You went. Oh, you're going
Claremore
fourth.
Claremore
God,
fourth.
This one's
Clay.
Elgin. I think Ritson's going to get his 4, and that's going to give them a big boost.
I'll tell you this. The kid hates to lose at anything he does, and he likes bright lights, so it wouldn't surprise me.
How many's Claremore sending and how many's Elgin sending?
9 and 1 on both.
Yeah.
Even.
Claremore, I know dual state's different.
Yeah.
Got him there. I'm going to go, I wrote Claremore on Shawn's. I'm going to go Claremore. Shawn?
Hold on.
Okay.
So you going to put him on the clock?
It's a caution.
I'm going to go
It's a
Elgin.
caution.
I'm going to go Elgin.
It's just a caution.
Oh, boy. Caution.
Yeah, I was just tying my shoe. Yeah, it was fine. It happens, It was a scramble.
That's right.
I was scrambling over here.
All right. Clay went first, right? Or did I?
Go ahead, Chris. Go first.
Okay. I will go with, I think it's Elgin. I'm going to go Elgin.
You got to go Claremore.
Duncan.
Yeah.
What's oh, yeah, I already got the. How many's Duncan sending?
7 and 1.
7 and 1.
Who did I have finishing third?
And just
Chick.
Yeah, just a hats off to Coach Aston Cooper over in Duncan. They, we saw them early in the season, and they had a tough team. They wrestled well, but they started here, and they have climbed all season long, all the way up to they placed 3rd in regionals this year.
Yeah,
in a tough regional. They got kids wrestling good. They qualified 7. I mean,
they can finish in the top 5.
Absolutely, they can. And matter of fact, they should finish in the top 5 with who they brought. So it's one of those. I'm fighting between Duncan and Claremore. Is it my call right now?
It is your call right now.
So here's the deal. I would pick Duncan in a heartbeat, but Claremore's cost me already once betting against them. It's always these Tulsa schools that get me. Why don't I go with Duncan? Why don't I just look? I got a question mark right here.
Are you scared? Don't be scared.
Don't fall for that, Phil or
Coach.
Sean.
Coach, let's go.
I'm
rooting Duncan. I got to root for Duncan.
There you go. I like it. I like it.
5 points.
I like
I know.
it. That is
I
good.
know. That's it's going to cost me, or it's going to cost me, or it's going to get me.
No, I mean Elgin.
Yeah, because you went Claremore 4th.
Elgin.
Claremore.
And the final pick goes to Clay Drake, who picks
Claremore.
The Zebras. The Zebras.
The Zebes.
There it is.
And the Zebes got a solid team too.
We're not doing
Dadgummit.
6A? You got someplace to be?
No, I've already in my mind have wrapped this up. So
he's tired. He's tired of us.
He's mailing it in.
Hey, we can pick for him.
That'd be fun.
Chris. Phil.
U.S. Grant. Chris picks U.S. Grant.
Hey, they got a good basketball program right now.
That's how you know they're not going to do well in wrestling.
Chris, Phil, Sean, and Clay. Okay. 1 through 1's not even guaranteed. 2's not even guaranteed. 3's not even guaranteed.
This will be
4 would be tough.
I can't wait to go back and look at our picks after this in 6A because they're all going to be jumbled.
Okay, so Sean, you're going first on 6A.
I got to go first on 6A?
Yes, you do, because I
11, Stillwater.
So, yeah, give us the breakdown real quick, just ahead of time.
So here we go. Edmond North was 13-7 champs. Broken Arrow 13-1 champ. Bixby 12-5 champs. Mustang 12-4 champs. Stillwater 11-7 champs. Yukon 10-1 champs. And Piedmont 8-2 champs, just in case you want to go out there.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Give me Stilly.
Wow. Because they're upset? Motivated now?
Ethan Kyle can.
This is a tough one.
All right. Stillwater it is.
Give me Stillwater. It's hard to pick against them.
Like last week.
I got bullied into that by the All-American. Didn't tell me they had 4 guys out hurt.
No one told me either. I found out when I got there. As soon
You're
as
supposed to do your research.
I saw Coach James, I started talking to him. I'm like, he's trying to talk, and he's being, but we're still gonna. The whole time I'm just like, there goes all my picks. He's upset because his kids are hurt. I'm upset because I'm gonna lose
to Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's unfortunate.
2 injuries with Edmond North.
4.
They have 4
It's
injuries.
been a long season for them.
4 total ACLs All-Starters,
Is it
according
4
to Coach.
or is it 2?
Coach told me 4.
It's a lot.
He told me 4.
That's a
We were sitting in the
lot.
hospitality room, by the way, one of the finest hospitality rooms ever.
It was a good one,
Oh,
wasn't it?
gosh, so good.
4 injuries, but yet they're at the top of the board.
No, exactly.
That's right.
So,
Exactly.
Well, the good thing for them is they got a backup team that wrestles all year too, so they can just pull one of those guys up.
hey, Johnny,
Yeah.
get warmed up.
Who won the wrestling last year?
Stillwater.
Stillwater.
Who did you go with, Coach?
I haven't gone
That's
yet.
right. Chris going to skip
I'm
right
just
over
kinda-
you.
No, I'm
He's
thinking.
going to let him pick. Like,
No.
Feel him out a little.
If you want to go with somebody different, I can feel
I'm
it.
going Bixby.
Yeah.
He wants the underdog.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, they got the 2 boys back.
They just beat
They're
him.
going to be hungry.
They just beat him too.
I know.
They just beat him.
They're going to be
I think
hungry.
that super motivates Stillwater, though.
Well, it's one of those things. Does Stillwater need motivation? You know what I mean? Like they are.
This doesn't help.
What's going to be interesting, it comes down to Bixby. Stillwater's open in 215 and 285.
God, could it come
Open
down?
at 106. So that's what I'm saying.
down
It
to the finals?
Right.
Oh,
right.
how fun will that be?
That'd be crazy.
Oh, Bigsby's going to be so loud.
Oh.
If it's within reach, those
Yeah.
last 2 matches, they
Yeah.
are going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Especially if it comes down to like needing a pin or something, and they get something. I mean,
Get that fall. And
Chris wants Bixby.
I'm going
So,
Bixby.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
going Bixby.
I knew you would.
golly,
I'm going Bixby.
why didn't you tell me about that? Like, why didn't you like bring that up before I made my
what?
pick?
About what?
You know, they got the heavyweights stuff.
Well, you got to do
know
the
what I mean?
research like Clan.
I
did. We
know.
put a lot
I
of
know. I
time in.
should have done the research.
We can't just share it with everybody. I mean,
Sorry,
if you do
Phil.
the work.
I should have been more prepared.
Absolutely.
Okay. I went last, so Shawn went first.
Yeah, I went first.
Okay, so Phil is up.
My number 2 team.
Number 2 team.
Give me Bixby Spartans.
Okay.
Edmond North.
I'm going Stillwater.
I'll go Bigsby. My hard pick is between Ebon North and
Mustang.
Arrow.
Mine's Mustang.
All right, Clay.
Stillwater.
Finished 3rd.
I didn't think they were going to make the top 5 there for a second from me.
Borderline.
U.S. Grant. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, they got a chance. As long as that kid makes the wrestling,
Yeah.
he'll be all right.
I'm going Edmond North.
We're on number 3.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Ebon North.
North.
Clay started, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going Broken Arrow, number 4.
Me too.
This is a tough one for me.
Yeah, so
13, and they got 1, 12, and they got 4. You know what?
that's
Here
how
we
you-
go.
That's how you. That's,
Here we go.
if you follow the wrestling football show, this is where.
Give me Mustang.
I knew it.
I love Mustangs, Coach. Give me Mustang.
Broken Arrow.
You're trying to sneak that one in. It sounded like Clay. All right, you talking to the microphone though.
That will
Mustang's
make
got
you
two
wanna run
holes,
through a brick
so-
wall.
Yes, he does. Just when he stands there, I'm like, okay, I'd kill somebody for him.
Yeah. What do you want me to do, Coach?
And he was our
Go
first.
Give me some water.
Just write a name down, Coach.
Yeah.
Just write it down.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
He was our first
Yeah.
coach interview on the show. I believe that too.
I almost moved to Mustang right after that.
He's such a stud. He is a stud. Yeah.
Ronnie went to Bixby and you went to Mustang.
But then I started getting
Who'd
pulled
you
in all
pick,
kinds of
Chris?
directions.
For fourth,
Yeah.
Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow. Who'd you have?
Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow?
Shawn with Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow.
You didn't follow the math.
I did too, follow the math.
I'm up now, ain't I?
Huh?
I'll do Mustang.
Well, they got holes, but we're not. This kid's going to wrestle in and then make a run and probably win state. It's a 5 seed.
That's obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're following
Cinderella
the sport.
Probably
story.
forfeited just to get on a better side of the
If you
bracket.
follow
so
the
we can run
sport.
through.
This is for fifth.
This is for fifth.
This is for the big one.
Broken Arrow for Phil.
Mustang.
I'm going to be shocked if anyone gets all these right in any of the classes.
You know, Shawn, it's hard to go undefeated.
Yes, it is.
Piedmont, Deer
Yes,
Creek,
it is.
Yukon.
Piedmont, Deer Creek, Yukon.
Perry.
I'm going to go Mustang. All right. There they be.
Whew.
There they be. Take a picture. Boom.
And yes, if you're at home and you're watching this now, or even if you
Watch the
come on
replay.
and watch this replay later, fill out these brackets and send them in so we can play along, next week, because we'll come back next week after the state tournament, cap the season, and we'll go over all these. There you go.
I look like the president signed an executive order. All right.
Oh, wait. It'll be fun to pick an OW?
Oh.
I don't know.
Is that too deep?
That's pretty deep.
That'd be tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would need to prepare for that because I don't have a list of names.
You got the Perry roster?
Dude, that little guy from Perry's a stud.
Yeah.
All right.
Pick one for each class.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
We got to do that next year.
Yeah. That would be fun.
I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. All right. That'll do it. Best of luck to your team and your wrestlers out there. It's going to be a fun 3-day event. And
Did you have Perry in the top 5?
I did not.
For a homer, he's not very
Fair
confident.
weather. Fair weather is
Fair
all
weather.
gets out.
Yeah.
Yeah, more of a dual team. I picked them in the regional to get to the regional or to the dual semis. That's
I mean, and they
exactly what
did.
happened. They did.
They came through for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Better dual team.
that'll do it.
Dual team.
Sean, Phil, Clay, Chris, we'll talk to you next time here on the High School Huddle.